All right.
The final countdown.
Yeah, we got a little countdown. I was kind of fancy this time, man. What's up, everybody? Another Skull Bro show, another Friday night. It's your dear Goombata Cheeches from the beautiful Rat Trap City beaches. What the fuck is going on? How was your week, my friend?
Same. The work schedule's been pretty crazy. And some odd hours because people, having to pick up people's hours or making up hours and stuff. So, but still same.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I was working this week too. Things have been crazy. I've been sick for a few days, but I've been taking cold medicine, which has been fun because I take Advil, and that's basically it. You know what I mean? Like that's all I take. I smoke my weed, I take Advil, like that's it. So when I take cold medicine and stuff for especially the nighttime stuff, I go loopy, man. I was in a meeting in work, and my manager was just like, bro, you're kind of extra today. And I was like, well, what do you mean? He's like, bro, you're just like, you normally don't give a fuck and you always say whatever. He's like, but don't have any more meetings today, huh? Yeah, he was like, you got that medicine head. You're like, fuck this and fuck that and fuck the whole. And I was like, I got you, bro. I don't even realize it. I'm hallucinating over here, basically on this Dayquil, man. Yeah, too funny, man.
What's up with I see. I don't know how to use this restream chat on the side. I don't know if I'm at the top or the bottom. But what's up, Tom? What's up, Jane, Faye? Oh, that was really Faye. Oh, I thought it was a fake one. Carol, Mickey Griggs, Jane, physiologist, Uncle Edwin. I see a lot of people in here.
Yeah, I was scanning through earlier here and there because I've been trying to figure this thing out. Like I was telling you earlier, the StreamYard got bought up by some like Arab company or something, and they jacked the prices to like 45, 46. Now I wasn't paying for it anyway, but people that are, the article that I even posted it because a lot of us do use StreamYard, and it said they jacked the price to like $45 a month, and then it was like automatic next month. So I was like, well, if somebody's got a year plan, their credit card might not be ready for that shit, you know, anywhere, God forbid their debit card, right? So I was posting that, but yeah, so I found this restream thing because StreamYard told me I was out of time, and I've been trying to figure it out. You can, it's kind of weird back here backstage.
Well, yeah,
these tabs.
I used restream a few times. It was a little hard. What's up, Seymour? What's up, Billy? It was kind of hard, but it had. I liked the features a lot more than StreamYards, even though they were a little harder to learn.
Yeah.
Free Ruffin. Yeah, it was a little harder to learn, but I did like it a lot better, in my opinion.
Yeah, the one feature that I saw that did intrigue me was something that you and I have talked about before, which is having the partner in your show being able to control more things. StreamYard doesn't seem to have that option. Even when I was looking through their paid stuff, I didn't really see anything where I could hand off to you like the.
Can I click on comments? No, I can't.
Okay, yes, but that might be. But that's what I was saying. That's one of the things I was looking at.
Yeah, because I'm pretty good on top of comments and all that stuff. I'm pretty good.
And I would like to be able to do that, so I'm going to look through because I think that's one of the features this restream has, if I'm not mistaken. I was just briefly looking through them today, so I'm going to look through that and see if they do have some of those features where you could take over, especially because I'm like on the other tab when we do like Trash on Blast. I'm flipping through.
Yeah, see, I'm on top of the chat always. Like I'm someone that's like a hound dog with the chat. I'm always on top of the chat. Yeah, if you can find a way in there, if you can find a way in there to switch me over the control where I can click on comments, just to pop them up.
Definitely.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm going to look into that for sure. I'm going to look into that this week because if that's the case, then I'll just start using Restream, honestly. And especially because they had plans that were way cheaper than what StreamYard was. And I don't really like paying for things online stuff. But if it's for the show and they'll let us do it, then maybe I'll do that.
Well, I use both. When my hours run out on StreamYards, I'll come here for the 20 free hours. But usually I don't even do over that. My StreamYards never, because I don't do that many streams,
Right.
Maybe one a week in case I go in front of the thing and just talk or walk with my dog, which I delete them anyways.
Yeah, sure. And even with our 4 and 5 hour shows, I normally don't run out of time either. But this month I did I think 1 or 2 hell chats, and then I did the the cooking show with Trock. You know what I mean? So I think it
Yeah.
just kind of added up on me this last month, but that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, no, I was glad that you use this. Fucking open new things up.
Definitely.
Check
Yeah, I'm gonna
something
look into all this
out.
stuff this week and see what they've got going on because I'll never pay $45 a month. Oofa, you know what I mean? But if they've got one for like 9, 10, even $15, like and it'll let me hand things off to you and stuff, that's worth the price for me to for you to have equal power while we're both doing our show. You know what I'm saying? Then I can go and do stuff, you can handle stuff, and that would be great, you know.
Well, it's the main thing is like the chat. I'm good with and on top. That's the only thing I would need to do is be able to click on comments.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're going to be going the fire cleanses everything. I always say that. I truly believe that. I know it's sick, but it's true. Fire cleanses everything. And I figure we would just set fire, full blown set fire to P. Diddy's Poolhouse this week. Have ourselves a little Diddy roast. I had put together all kinds of shorts and little video interviews and articles and stuff that we can take a look at together and go through all this stuff and just roast this fucker up. One of the things I wanted to mention to you though, because I'm not sure that a lot of people actually read through the indictment. I did not read through the entire thing, but I did look through a little bit of what I saw online available, and I saw some more in a couple of articles. In addition to the thousands quote of bottles of baby oil and lubricant found on his properties, he would have these sex dungeon rooms where the doors would lock, right?
Really?
Yeah, and they found over 749. There's a pretty exact number. I don't know why they said over when you could just say 740, whatever. But they said over 740. We'll call it 750 male-shaped phallus sex toys.
Jesus, what a degenerate! Oh my God,
750.
Yeah, what's up, Queen of Mean? Pain like Bane. That's 700. What's that? Like a Carol Quill. What's up? That's orgies of degenerates, constant.
Insane.
Yeah,
insane, bro. That's a high number, my dude. It's like, what the fuck? How many houses you have? Like,
so picture those kids growing up in there, right? Picture them children growing up in that house.
No doubt.
Those kids must have seen. Oh my God.
Oh, forget about it. What they seen. Oh yeah, right. And that's a great point too. It's like, where were his kids with the Usher sleepovers and the Bieber days and stuff? Like, where were the kids at those days, man?
Yeah, because there's 3 sons. One son's not legitimately his, and there's 2 daughters. So where were these kids during these repulsive molestations, orgies?
Yeah, well, the one son's being charged with sex crimes right now.
Yeah, that's the one that looks just like him.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know his name, but you're right. That's right.
He came onto a woman, forced himself on a woman on a yacht, something like that. Well, like father, like son, he grew up adoring his dad, looking up to him, and he sees the father doing that. They think it's normal, right? They want to impress him. Look, Dad, I can beat women up too and make them do sexual things.
Yeah. What's my Mickey Griggs says, I'm curious who actually had to count all that. Well, I'll tell you what. The article that I read was from an FBI agent that made the quote. And he said that in these rooms, he said that not only were there like these weird swings and like sex furniture, and like weird dolls and phalluses everywhere. He said that there were so many cameras installed in the room,
Honeypot.
That there were angles that you would have never, ever, ever, ever been able to imagine.
Well, that's why there's never going to be a trial, people. Because you think these photos and videos want to be out there of all these people? Nope, that's why there's not going to be a trial. He's going to take a plea or they're going to kill him. Because, like you just said, all the videos and the weird angles, these people with sex swings and toys. This is degenerate heaven. Well, I would call it hell. It's totally disgusting and repulsive. Yeah, he's definitely gonna take a plea and possibly get pardoned by Kamala Harris before her first term ends.
we'll see. Oh, fucking stupid thing. Yeah, we'll see, man. I don't know if he'll be able to pull off the pardon, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I'm not saying I'm right,
Yeah,
know.
no. It's still very funny. I'm not taking away from that, my
Well,
friend.
think about it. You think all those Hollywood executives, the people on the film industry, let's say a bunch of their actors and actresses are ruined. A bunch of their record people are ruined. No more money for them. Those songs get pulled off the air. A lot of people's pockets are going to be hurt.
Yeah.
So they must be going to P. Diddy and saying, hey, listen, take a plea. We'll figure something out. We don't want this to go to trial.
Yeah. There's definitely, and we'll see some of them in these shorts and these videos that we watch tonight, but we can still chat about it pre. Some of the stuff that came out about Kevin Hart was like the wife wasn't worried about finding out or the videos coming out of him at the party. She was worried about videos coming out of him getting boofed. That's what she was worried, like people seeing him taking it from behind.
Oh my god!
And the other one was Aston Kutcher's like looking down the barrel of a divorce right now because she's worried there's going to be videos coming out of him doing all kinds of weird degenerate stuff. All these CEOs are stepping down from their positions.
Oh, Ben Affleck and J-Lo too, right? Isn't that why?
I read an article about that. That's a great. Go ahead. That's a great point.
Well, that's what what's up, Com? That's what someone told me that the reason they broke up is because he found out about she's involved with these tapes too, or something.
Yeah, or that she would be an accessory or in the parties and stuff. I read some of that too. I thought that was really, really interesting. Yeah.
Well, she hid the gun for him, right? She knows he shot that woman that night, so she's gonna sing like a canary. The girl, you can't blame her, You shouldn't be putting a gun in your girlfriend's hand, anyways. I don't carry guns, anyways. But let's say if I did carry a gun and go to a nightclub, which is totally stupid, the last thing I would do after shooting a gun is hand it to my girlfriend. I don't want her to get into no trouble. The last thing I'm doing is make a girl hold guns for me. I think that's kind of stupid. But
yeah,
Yeah,
and like I think it's a good point to say, like in no matter how that tree shakes, she definitely knows what happened. She knows.
Yeah. And she's gonna mostly, if that's why they don't want this to go to trial. You think she wants to be cross-examined by his lawyers? Or like, really? Are you saying that because you're mad because he let you in a freak off or denied you this in a freak off? Who knows what they could come up with?
Yeah, I found a really weird video from. I don't even know if it's really him, but it says it's DJ Katt. You know who DJ Khaled is, right?
I've heard of him.
Okay, DJ Khaled's a pretty famous DJ. I think he's from Florida, or at least he's really famous down there in Florida. He's worked with many artists producing music for them. Like I say, pretty famous guy. There's a video, a short on YouTube of this guy who's claiming to be DJ Khaled's brother talking about being used as like one of the slave dongs at these parties.
Wow. Huh? Thanks, Mike. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up, and that'll be the first one we take.
So, what are they got them all dressed up like gimps and like doing all this weird slavery gimp stuff?
I mean, he doesn't say if he's dressed up like a gimp, if it's a spider,
satanic.
a spider and fly situation, right?
Yeah, like Pulp Fiction.
Exactly. Spider's gotta fly.
Oh yeah, this guy. I've heard of this guy. This is the dude in the mental hospital.
Okay, you have heard of this guy.
That's his brother?
That's DJ Khaled's brother.
No way. This is the dude who was talking about this shit for the last year in a straitjacket.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, he's talking about the Illuminati and how they're like part of it's called the Boule. I'm just gonna say that because the audio in this it's not bad, but it's a little, it's got like some static to it. It gets a little loud, you know what I mean? So he's talking about how he's basically used as one of these dongs, like, he's a slave dong at these parties. He's there to have sex with people that want to have sex with his dong, and we know that that's one of Diddy's things. He would send people out to find people with the biggest dongs and then make the women there and the men there. And I'm sure he took it plenty of times from these guys too. So check this out.
Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate, tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a sex slave. Okay, for them that's what I was.
Right,
that's
okay,
all.
So right there, he just says I was a sex slave, and there's captions on the video.
Do you hear do you see what the chat's been saying? They said, is that really his brother? And this guy has been dead. Heather said this dude.
I honestly don't know. That's why I said it in the beginning. I said this. They're saying that this is DJ Khaled's brother. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen this video many a times, and it's epic. Don't get me wrong, and I believe him, but I just never knew he was the brother of a DJ.
Gotcha. Well, and you know, and maybe not, but this is again something I found. They're saying that it's DJ Khaled's brother, and if I can be fair, he does look like DJ Khaled. He looks like him.
I don't know.
He's of the right ethnic persuasion, the right color tone.
Is DJ Khaled an Arab dude?
I'll show you a picture of him as soon as this gets done. I'll pull up a picture. Right. Yeah, so let's play. But either so he's saying, you know, I was a sex slave. I met Cassie. I met Diddy. I had encounters with them and at their parties about 15 times. He says I was a sex slave for them. That's what it was. That's all it is. So let's check it out.
All right. He's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
He says Diddy's a part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati. It's all black, he's saying.
Okay. It's the black people.
Black
okay. I settlement with Sean, okay? And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's his attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes.
So he's naming the guy's attorneys even. He says,
yeah, I know Mark Garagos. I know who Mark Garagos is. I see him on Fox News a lot.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so he's saying these lawyers are with it. They help him get the contracts and work these contracts for the Boule.
Ben Mercedes worked for Bad Boy Entertainment for 4 years. I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate, tell me what to do with Cassie.
That's gross, bro. So he says I would have had sex with fucking Diddy and or with Cassie and Sean, and he said basically Diddy would just lay there and masturbate and tell him what to do to Cassie.
What a sick. This guy is probably one of the most sick satanic bastards I've ever seen come out in public like this. He made them women eat feces. He did homosexual acts over and over again, forced women and men into our positions.
Look at that. Look, that's him. That's DJ Khaled, my dude.
Where? That guy?
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen him before. I just didn't know his name.
Yeah, I'm saying
really?
that
they
guy
do look alike.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they do look alike, very much. But is it his brother? I don't know.
I don't know.
He does look like him.
Yep.
Like Kanye's in jail, Cuban B. Yeah, I've seen that whole video on that guy before. Yep. And I believe him. How would he know? He was there. He was one of the disgusting prostitutes that came there.
Yeah. That was a trip me out. That was the first time I'd seen that when I came across that video this week. I was like, wow.
Oh, really? No, I've mentioned that to you before. Like, I was like, yeah, there's this crazy dude in a straitjacket, but really it's a hospital shirt. And he's telling the cops that he was at freak-offs and stuff. Who's this guy?
This is Pimp C of UGK, and he's just trying to tell people. He's like he's a famous rapper. He's known for actually being like a pimp. He makes a lot of money. He's very masculine. You know what I'm saying? He's very into like, dudes don't do certain shit just like we are. We're like, there's lines you don't cross, right?
Yeah.
And he's talking about Diddy parties, and he's like, listen, me and my homeboy, watch, you'll hear. Hopefully, it'll be clear enough to hear. Check this out.
I think this shit is cool, but it ain't cool. Me and this man ain't never been butt naked in no room together with no hoes, pulling no orgy type shit or do that whole ass shit you niggas out there be doing, thinking you doing some fly shit. Nigga, if you in a room naked with some other niggas and some broad, them niggas looking at your ass.
That's right.
And if that shit is gay, and you get on some other shit, me and this man got nothing but respect for each other. Train, we ain't no motherfucking freaks.
That's right.
We some family men, we getting this paper. You know what I'm talking about? And I had to put that out there, bun, cause a lot of niggas doing a lot of fugazi and shit out here, man.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying? These niggas, they flip-flopping, they pitching and they catching with these boys, and they doing all this. And if you gay, that's cool, but be gay and come on out and be that.
That's right.
Don't be in front of us and acting like a straight-up G, and then you get over here and you letting these boys bust up your back.
That's
Cause you know, it gonna come to the light. Niggas out there think this shit is
I fucking love this video, bro.
It's true though, right?
Everything he says is straight up true.
If you want to be a Rickian or feel like a gay person, be it. But let people know what you are.
That's
Don't
right.
try to act like a tough guy and then you secretly smoke the poles on the fucking side. You know what I mean?
That's
right. Disgusting. And it's dangerous. It brings HIV to and diseases to heterosexual community.
You're right. And I want to just throw out to you, because you and I believe this wholeheartedly, the other part of what he said. This dude's a straight up street gangster, done all kind of time in prison, does his thing. And he said, listen, me and my homie, we're fucking family men. We get out, we get this fucking money, we do our thing, but we don't get fucking butt naked in rooms with other fucking dudes and women and do all this weird orgy fucking crazy fugazi shit. He's like, we might get down with chicks, but I ain't never seen this dude. A bunch of dudes, they're looking at your ass.
No, never in my. I'll say this, personal. Never in my life have I participated in any sort of trains, gangbangs, or sharing women right after people, and nothing creepy like that. Nothing against people who do that. Not knocking you, but it's just not my thing. You know what I mean? Never was.
Yeah.
Especially that kind of stuff, that far out there, real stuff like that stuff's just not for me. You know. Never mind that real far out shit. Like, if there's a dude in the room, you're a fanoik. Who wants to see a naked guy? I don't mean to sound crude, but I couldn't get
bro. You're right. Preach.
The fucking dude in the room. That's gay.
That's
What's up, Dickie? Mob Rats One.
That's
What's
right.
up,
And if that's who you are, be that. But don't come out here telling me this is going to be a regular fucking party and that we can bring girls and everything's going to be cool. And in the meantime, you're in the bathroom fucking busting some dude's back out, bro. Hell, motherfucking no.
Well, I got to be quite honest. I could be friends with like a lesbian, right? But I couldn't make friends with a G, right? I couldn't. Here's why. I couldn't trust the person. What if you fall asleep? They try to do something. You know, if they're looking at you like that. Let's say if I worked with one, I would never be mean to the person, right? If I seen one getting jumped or beat up, I'd stick up for him, right? Yeah. But I wouldn't want to make friends with any person like that, you know?
Yeah. I would just throw out there that if a regular old gay person is never going to attack you in your sleep, that's a degenerate, disgusting motherfucker need to be put in prison. You know what I mean? You would be.
Oh, true, but I'm just saying, like, those are the ones that like men.
Yeah, I respect your position, bro. I respect it wholeheartedly. I'm just throwing out like 9 times out of 10 you'd be safe, but I respect your position that I'm not even giving up.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
One time to happen, I get it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some good ones out there who would never do that, right?
Sure, of course.
But any man who likes another man is a gay person to me. I don't believe in bis and all that because if you shoot somebody in the head, you always shot someone in the head. So if you fornicate with a man, you're a homosexual, and you always be a homosexual. You know,
you like women, you like women, you like men, you like men, you like children, you like children. You can't change those people. Those children fuckers got to die. Yeah.
In case you were tricked, right? In case someone was tricked or something like that, they thought they were going with a woman. They were all drunk. I don't consider them gay. But if you're some dude and you had some curious moment with a guy friend, you're gay. You know.
Yeah, right. It's like
nothing wrong with that, but hey, that's what you want to be. I believe it's a sin, and I'll always believe it's a sin. That don't mean I hate the people. I just don't want to be around any gay males, you know.
Yeah. Well, here's
I didn't grow up with
none
of my family.
Audio. Remember the Meek Mill audio that they released?
Yes, that's hideous.
Yeah, that's what this is about. Check this out.
That they put out was real.
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out to here. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off.
in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on me. She just wasn't going to tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
Somebody that got paid. Just like it wasn't seminal fluid that Justin Bieber was wiping away his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a club with Trey Songz on the lookout. Diddy 5. Hashtag no Diddy.
You think that?
Hashtag no Diddy.
Wow. Yeah, that's some creepy shit with that Bieber.
Yeah, poor man. Bieber's tripping right now, and you can't blame him. That poor kid. He's hoping. He's hoping and praying on everything good and holy.
He's going to. They said he's going through a lot. Like the dude's. But they say he's a reborn again Christian, so that's good. At least he turned to God. If he's real, not just faking.
I don't think it's fake at all. He's with a very, very, very religious, very Christian woman. She comes from Stephen Baldwin's daughter.
Yeah,
so,
she's a good girl. Baldwin's daughter.
And I said this the last time we spoke, which was, he's legitimately been trying to be a good husband, and now he's a father, and he's been keeping his fucking head down, doing his thing. He had that horrible problem with the paralysis in his face and all that crazy shit. You know what I mean? And all this stuff is past trauma. It's got to be horrific, dude. And he's just hoping and praying. That's why he shut down. He's like, please.
Oh yeah, he knows the stuff he did. He knows it's on camera. And I'm with you, Dustin, on that one. He knows what he did on camera. He knows the things that happened. He just like, all right, my whole life is gonna be outed like this weird lifestyle that this dude groomed me into being, right? Because the kid's a victim, even though he's 15, 16, there's no guy touching me like that. And if he did, I'd never go back there.
Yeah, and he was under Usher? Usher's the one that signed over.
Well, they groomed the poor kid. I'm not blaming him or saying it's his fault in any way. He's a victim. But I'm just thinking, as putting myself in that situation, soon as a guy gave me that weird feeling, if I was younger, I'd get the fuck away from them and I'd fight and to the death to get away. And I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't take a call. I wouldn't go back and hanging out. But they groom these people. And the kid Bieber wanted stardom. Maybe they promised him all this stuff and threatened him, we'll show everybody this, she'll be ruined. It's just really sad doing that to people. What's up, Mob Rats One, my bro? Yeah, I'm really sick doing that to somebody. Well, he's a Satanist. He's satanic. That's what he is.
Evil and demon. I will give you that all day long, my friend. It is some of the.
I'm not saying he's in a Satan group, but even if he doesn't
but what
know,
he's doing is evil. Yeah.
Yeah, it's satanic.
Yeah, 100%. Check this out. This is just funny, bro. Check this out. They put
They
put Diddy's face on the Hawk Tuah girl. Check this out.
That makes it on.
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing.
From the swamps of
I don't
even know. Funny. I've been hearing about that lady, the Hawk 2 lady, but this is the first time I've ever seen the thing.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
She even got famous from that shit, but she's been on like all kinds of talk shows and stuff since then.
Yeah, I've heard the name so many times on so many different things, but it's the first time I've ever seen it.
Southern Louisiana.
I'll play it over again.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing.
From the swamps.
Puff Daddy's head on the person. Yeah. Well, he's being ridiculed right now. Everybody, no one's sticking up for him. Can anybody name one person that's sticking up for the guy?
Yeah, Ray J.
Oh, really?
Yep.
All right. Who is that now? Oh, that's the sister, correct? I mean, brother.
Yeah, that's right. So far, he's been like, well, I spend all kinds of time with him. I mean, now he's not 100% of the time sticking up for him, but he is giving him some leeway. Let's put it that way. He's saying, I spent a lot of time with this dude. I've been to a lot of these parties.
What's up, Dave?
But then when it comes to stuff with like the Keffe D stuff, which we're going to get into later because they're bringing that back up.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. We're gonna.
You're good with that. You know a lot about that stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. It's that shit's gonna go down, and we are owed this as a generation. I've said this before, and I stick by this wholeheartedly. We are owed some kind of closure on Tupac and Biggie with this piece of fucking shit, Diddy. We need to know, bro.
Like I said, he might plead out to those murders. He might plead out to the Tupac murder at least.
They better add that shit to the RICO and keep it moving. I want some closure, bro.
Well, they said
his
it's. I heard
family
it's
is
not.
owed it.
They said it's not a. I heard it's not a RICO case.
It's no, it's racketeering. It's not. I mean, they're charging with racketeering. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the guy's. He's done. But like I said, what he's going to do now is keep other people happy and not go through a trial and not let everybody get outed. Or does he want that? But he knows they're going to try to kill him. So maybe he's going to do that, and that's why he's not eating the food and he's on a hunger strike, like Heather said. You know,
he's not eating. He's scared that his food's gonna be poisoned. Yep.
Yeah, shout out to the Boston Laborers Union. But yeah, the food's going to be poisoned. He's think they're going to Epstein his ass, right? He's probably wants to take, hey, if I'm going to lose my life, because he's never getting out until he's in his 70s, in case he gets pardoned by a blue president, right? In case. He's not getting out. Not with the charges.
I just get right. And that's exactly what you just said is the reason I can't see anyone, no matter what they represent, being able to touch that case with a 10-foot pole. Whoever let that dude go would catch hell for eternity.
Well, just for Cassie alone, the beating on camera alone, never mind all the other victims and people that are going to come testify, he's done. Like, if he had any chance of getting out, he'd be in his 80s or 90s, right? And that's not going to happen. Like I said, someone's going to pardon him, or they're going to get him bail somehow, right? And he's going to take off.
Man, I'm here for it. I'm here to see all the ins and outs.
Mob Rats one said for sure Rico. Mob Rats one said, okay, it's for sure.
Like I said, I know that they charged him with racketeering, and I know that they can pull predicates at any time.
Someone told me in my chat it wasn't, but I take your word for it. Maybe they.
Okay, yeah, I don't know if it's a quote unquote because I'm not a lawyer. I don't know how that stuff works. I don't know if it's automatically RICO just because you catch racketeering. I don't know that. I'm being honest. So I just know that one of the.
You sure you're not lying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure.
No lies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to check with myself later. But I know he's charged with racketeering, and I know that they said that they can add predicates.
Yeah, I heard something about that. They can add stuff. Well, he's also got. We keep forgetting child trafficking, also human and child trafficking. This guy.
Yeah, I saw the human trafficking. Yeah, and I saw the FBI in that same report that I read, where they were talking about the 750 phalluses and the crazy camera angles and the locked doors and all this stuff. That guy was talking about that too. Yep. Hang on, let's check this. This guy's name's Orlando Brown. He's just talking about the demons of Hollywood and how you got to say no to people like Diddy if you want to survive.
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yes, I've seen him. He was on a few channels talking about the deadly. Yes.
Yeah, so the guy just asked me, says, can people come to Hollywood and not do drugs and fuck with these people and still be successful? And he goes, well, yeah, of course.
Heather said he is charged under the RICO. Well, yeah, he's going to get hit with that then, and he's going to be in a lot of trouble if he doesn't run. Know what you're saying now?
Oh yeah, I'll let it play again. But basically, they said to him, "Can you come to Hollywood and be successful without messing with all these weird people and doing all these drugs?" And he says, "Yeah, you can do that." He goes, "But you got to say no to Diddy." And the dude goes, "Well, what if can you bring your girlfriend to a Diddy party?" And this is what he's saying. He says, "Oh yeah, you could bring your girlfriend because he don't want her.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you could probably do it without getting in trouble. You'd probably have to stay low key, high and by with everybody. Maybe show up at a party once or twice and leave real quick, and then they'll never bother you again. Or you might be able to avoid them all the way. But if you deal with them people, you're going to be sucked into that repulsive, degenerate lifestyle.
Yeah, well, like Uncle Luke from 2 Live Crew.
Okay.
He owned a full-blown porno company, dude. This is
Did
not
he?
Oh yeah. This is a guy that wrote the song "Fuck Shop." Forget about it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, This is Uncle Luke from the fucking 2 Live Crew. and he owned a porno company. He was in pornos and stuff. But bro, even he said he was like, nah, bro, leave Diddy parties before midnight. He's like, that shit's off the chain. I want nothing to do with that. That shit's fucking gross. He's like, I want nothing to, and that's Uncle Luke.
Wow.
Right?
Well, he was a straight man. See, you got to remember, Diddy is Ricky Yoon. And he likes women too, and he puts them in the middle. But he likes men more. You know.
Well, yeah, I think he likes to watch women get poked because he's basically just watching the dong and imagining it's him. I think he's just got those fantasies,
yeah.
bro.
He's got so many sick, deviant fantasies and things that you probably couldn't name them all.
Yeah.
Or they'd probably be so sick you wouldn't want to name them.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'll let this play through again, though. We'll check it out one more time.
Wow, he is worth. Heather says Diddy is worth $600 million.
Yeah, they said close to $1 billion. Yeah, they said close to $1 billion. They said his catalog alone is probably like just $400 to $500 million. Yep.
If he died, who would that go to?
His kids.
All right, his children.
Yeah, unless he has a will that states completely otherwise, it would automatically go to his children. Yeah.
Yeah, he probably took care of that. He didn't want what happened to Biggie Smalls because look how he didn't give the masters back of all the Biggie Smalls songs to their family. He buys them all.
All kinds of court. They had to go through all kinds of court and fight for publishing and all kinds, which is a damn.
Do you remember real quick story before you put that on when Biggie Smalls' daughter went on and said she was complaining about him on like YouTube or TikTok or Instagram for like a week, and then he got a hold of her and hit her off with a bunch of money. So every few years they complain about him, and then he'll go give them a bunch of money, you know, instead of
a damn shame.
Handing over the. Well, they said that dude was leaving his the Bad Boy Records, the small.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. He was starting his own label, his own publishing company. He was figuring out the business while he was in it. He was learning how he was being robbed. He was learning where all the money was going. And that's why a lot of the verses he was writing for other people, he was putting in other people's names so that the publishing couldn't get collected. People could collect that money and hit him back with a payment.
Well, P. Diddy was trained by Clive Owen. He's a slippery bastard. Or whatever.
Clive Davis. Yeah.
I don't know why I keep getting that mixed up.
Yeah. Well, there's a few of them, but yeah, Clive Davis is one of the big ones. Yeah, and he's had a fucking history or a rumor going over his head for decades, going back into the fucking 80s, man, of him being a gross boy fucker and making people do casting couch shit for music deals and stuff. Oh, yeah.
Well, he always denied it until his book about 7 or 8 years ago, I believe. What's up, Bob? Uncle Edwin. Yeah, he denied it for a while until his book. Then he came out as a boy, a man lover, and then he wrote about how he had an affair with a young hip hop artist, entrepreneur, and you know who that was. Yeah, that was Combs himself.
Yep. Yeah, he got groomed by multiple people. I'm sure he did. I'm sure.
Yeah, of course.
All those things he made. I was watching some things from like those kids on that show making the band and all the crazy, horrific, shameful things that he did. And the people were just saying everything he did in that show was designed just so he could shame people, just so he could make them ashamed.
Oh, making the band.
Yeah. And like one of the famous ones, this is kind of weird. I don't know enough about this to really speak on it, honestly, but twice this week in different things I've read that Jay-Z's part in this was he was allowing Diddy to like use Beyonce kind of like bait.
Yeah.
And
imagine doing that to your wife.
The cheesecake thing. He made one of the things in making the band, he made these people at like 2 a.m. fucking walk for 3 hours to go get a piece of cheesecake. And when they got back, he was like, no, it's not for
really?
Take it upstairs. And it ended up being for Beyonce. And
wow.
Then that new
What's
rapper.
What's up, Music Man? Wow, for a cheesecake.
Yeah, and then that rapper, a single piece.
A single piece of
Yeah.
it. Wow. Yeah, that's humiliating people.
Oh well, yeah, you know, Chris.
Showing the power you have.
Dave Chappelle totally murdered him with that shit. Remember that skit he did for Making the Band, where he was like, "I only drink the finest breast milks." He murdered Puff Daddy in that skit when he did Making the Band on the Dave Chappelle show. Murdered it.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. What's up, damn it, Mandy? I don't remember that skit.
He used the cheesecake thing. Like, instead of making him walk 3 hours to get cheesecake, he was like, "All right, check it out. I'm gonna have to close down the studio again, and for me to open it up for you guys to be able to have the studio, he's like, I need you to walk to New Jersey and find me a Bulgarian or something like that. You know what I mean? Some like exotic." And he's like, "Find me a pregnant Bulgarian woman and get me a liter of breast milks." And they come, you know, obviously the show, that fast forwards, they come back, they're all tired, they're dying, they've walked to another state and back, you know what I mean? And they hand him this liter of fucking milk, and he starts drinking it, and he's like, "I want to drink the finest breast milks." And then he makes this fucking big guys behind him pick him up and carry him into the elevator like a baby. It's just ridiculous, bro. It's just ridiculous.
I will check it out. Zio, what's up? Zio, Templar, what's up, bro? Yeah, Chappelle's a character.
I love that old shit. Is the best.
How about the figures? I won't say it with an N. The figures. You remember that one?
Oh, of course.
Tell me that's not hilarious. It's old Don's. It reminds me of Don.
He has the Klan hat on and shit like that. It's too much.
Oh yeah, Bigsby. No, the one where he's like the neighbors, their last name of the.
Of course, yeah, he's the milkman. Yeah,
he's the milkman. Yep. That's some fucking.
Yeah,
funny.
I remember that. And then he runs into him at the young kid at the restaurant. That's the funniest shit ever, bro.
That dude's he's a character.
Yeah, love Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
let me play this through one good time, and then we'll switch up to another one. I'm gonna let this play through again.
Yeah. Throw it up. Mob Rats 1. Music Man's there. Dustin. Boy bites. Boy gets bit. That's the funniest. Can you pull up his avatar just so people can see his avatar for a second? Dustin's. You know how to click on them on here?
Yeah, I'll click on it in a minute.
I haven't logged into my Restream in a while. A long time. I gotta try it.
Oh, did that shit? Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me pull this up.
But I always got my hours. I really never go over the hours. I got to do a few streams this coming week coming up.
Hang on. Where's there he is.
Boy bites.
There's Dustin Mercer. Yeah.
I've seen this dude before. I've seen him before. This is the Orlando guy, correct?
Yeah. This is the Orlando Brown guy. Yeah, he's talking about how he wants you. Hang on.
He ain't worried about that bitch. He's not worried about the bitch at all. Dang, he ain't.
Can someone come to Hollywood and not do drugs?
Yeah.
And be successful?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's easy. It's not a requirement.
Bro, the requirement is you gotta say no to Diddy. If it's new booty in the building, you know he gonna get it.
Man. Don't take your girlfriend to a Diddy party.
Nigga, you can take the bitch, but he wants you. He's about that bitch. He is not worried about the bitch at all.
That shit is gross, bro. All these people know what the fuck is up, bro.
Yeah, they all knew. Uncle Edwin said something good in here a little while ago. Something about all these people with participants. What did you say, Uncle Edwin? Say that again. That was a great point. This restream goes by fast. It's hard to see comments. So I don't think we're avoiding people. They do go by quick. Look at 50 Cent. That's back when he was friends with him.
Yeah, well, this is fine. I just pulled this up because this is the root. This is like he talks about the very first time that he knew for certain that Diddy was a fruit and he wanted to be nowhere fucking near him. So I thought.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I thought I'd play this for everybody real quick.
All right, so that's the history behind this. This is the first.
Yeah, like, it's like, when we gonna get We could just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it. Yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said? I got the fuck away from me. Like this nigga just tell me he taking me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. But there's just a little fruit pie. These little weird ass pictures and shit. I'm just sitting out a reason. You don't see accident pictures would be like kissing niggas. Like that doesn't happen by accident.
He fucking met him, and the guy was like, "Yeah, man, why don't we hang out? I'll take you shopping." He was like, "Bro, get the fuck away from me! What the fuck did you just say to me, bro? You gonna take me shopping like a girl? What?"
He was testing him. He was testing the 50 Cent guy, and the 50 Cent guy is not a Ricky Yoon.
Hell no, he ain't.
He automatically felt weird and didn't like him. And
yeah, he was on. He knows what the.
Well, you know what? You know what Diddy did? He went and got 50 Cent's kid's mother and put her on a payroll and dated her and like pimped her out.
Wow.
Hollywood that once don't exist anymore. It's just a bunch of devil worshippers. Amen, Uncle Edwin. But yeah, he did that. You didn't know about that? What's up, Billy? You didn't know about that?
No, I did not know about that. Sure did.
Yeah, that's true.
That's wild.
Why do you think he hates him so much too? After he started insulting Diddy gets back at everybody, right? So I guess he met her up with her somehow, became friends with her, and they started dating, and he put her on a payroll or something. Yeah, I think that Jaguar Wright talks about it, and a few other people talk about it too. But, you know, who knows what's real and what's not in these things. There's got to be, out of the 99 allegations, at least 92 of them are real. And there's probably going to be like a few fake ones, right? Because there's going to be people coming out of the woodwork just want to get paid to, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's why I found a whole bunch of stuff, and we're just going to go through it.
He's like a carcass people are trying to feed off of. But I wonder how he's going to play it. Is he going to... He's going to get killed if he bucks. If he bucks the system and says, I'm taking it to trial, they're going to kill his ass.
Check this shit out.
Fuck.
This is Gene Deal talking about when Diddy took him to a fucking adult bookstore, bro. Check this shit out. Can you see it? Is it up?
Yeah.
Check this out, bro.
And he's in exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping. This is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that. Because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. As he's going, I'm just looking at the places where he's picking stuff from. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there, and it said butt plug. And I was like, hey, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said butt plugs. And he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you can do it by yourself, brother. I'm with
That's sick, dude. But like,
could you imagine walking behind somebody you were working for, skull bro, and then motherfucker put a bunch of butt plugs?
No, I would resign because I wouldn't want to be around that stuff. I'd resign.
Sorry,
I don't care how much money they were paying me. I would probably get my next week's paycheck and be like, I'm quitting. I wouldn't want to anger the people so they don't set me up and have me poked with a fucking needle and I die of pneumonia weeks later. Some CIA stuff. But I would quit immediately, fake like a sickness or an illness.
Going out like Kim Jong-un's brother and shit. And
Yeah.
Two Chinese bitches.
Yeah, I don't want to get... Yeah, the Chinese lady poked me with an umbrella and all of a sudden I'm dead of an aneurysm, God forbid. I would get away, though, and I wouldn't go around them people. But they like the money. Even Gene Deal, he's seen a lot. He knew what was going on. And now that he doesn't like him, he's outing him. And thank God that he's doing it. It's a good thing. But he shouldn't act like he's some hero, you know, because he was around all that. He's seen it. He condoned it. He helped it. He helped
was
that
there
machine.
in the house. Yeah.
He was a spoke on the wheel. He helped that machine function and go.
He talks about all the different times he saw that dude come out of the room with men and they were all in thong underwear and shit. It's like, bro, you came to work the next day. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
guys went dildo shopping in the bookstore.
There's no one I'm working for. If I was working with somebody and they showed me some fucking weird fucking degenerate Rickyune magazine or something weird, I'd probably end up getting in a fight with the person and leaving. If not fucking walking away right if it'd creep me out, put it that way. I would be very creeped out. Very. Like, why would you do that? Like, what's wrong with you? Can you go get help, man?
Yeah.
Now Shannon Sharp, and this is Katt Williams and Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, there's they got a few things in here, but I just wanted to play
up,
a little
Nitro?
bit of this for everybody. Like I said, I've got a whole bunch of stuff for us to just go through and see what's being said, and laugh and roast this motherfucker. We check some of this out.
Big Deviance is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about.
Damn. Wow. You got to protect. Yeah, man. You definitely got to protect that. There's no that you couldn't hand me $50 million to touch my butthole. Ain't no motherfucking way, bro. I'll be all right. Everything.
No, I'd rather live my normal life and be able to sleep and go to church and know I'm a human.
That's right.
So
everything gonna be all right.
Yeah, then do something I don't believe in. You know what I mean?
And you couldn't live with.
Yes, exactly.
Live with that afterwards, bro.
It's not like, hey, eat a licorice, right? I hate black licorice, right?
Yeah.
It's not like, hey, eat a licorice. No, well, I'm gonna give you $500. Eat a licorice, then I'm gonna eat the licorice. I ain't gonna lie, right? But nothing else. Like, that's it.
Crazy, bro.
Because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no.
That's right.
You got to tell him no. I did.
Wait a minute. Did Katt Williams just expose Diddy for offering him over $50 million to bend him over?
No.
Because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets.
Child, the details of Diddy's recent arrest are getting nastier by the minute because word on the street is Katt Williams was one of the many people that Diddy tried to violate at them pre-off parties. It turns out Diddy was so desperate to get a taste of Katt's hole that he even went as far as offering him over $50 million for a decade-long worth of access to his business, y'all. Not only did he want to misuse Katt's body like this, but he allegedly put a clause in that contract that allowed him and his freak-off partners to sleep with Katt with no form of protection, lube, or baby oil. They just wanted to emasculate him. According to Katt, he has all receipts to prove it, and he's more than ready to submit it to the feds the minute they ask him for it.
Fuck asking you for it. You better turn that shit in.
Yeah, that's weird. Holy shit. Who the fuck? That is beyond demonic in every way. Oh my God. They probably seen him, and maybe because they couldn't get to him, makes them want to get him more. Yeah, raping protagonistic chronology, James, David. Kim K was dating Odell Beck. Well, this guy probably didn't want to bow down to Diddy.
Yeah, and she's kind of putting it in a weird way too. This lady talking about,
oh, she's crazy. How about this? Now this time, this woman's gonna love this. Yeah,
it's. I mean, because the way that he says it, he's like, yeah, they offer you a bunch of money over a 10-year time, but they promise you, say, like, if you're a musician, they'll say, okay, we're gonna give you a 10-album deal over 10 years, and we're gonna pay you $50 million, right? That's how that would work. And then within that time, you're expected to play fucking ball and put your work in. And if not, they're going to violate your contract, et cetera, et cetera. But they're not going to hand you a contract that says, hey, we're going to work together and you got to let me slide in your butt anytime I want for 10 years. You know what I mean? And I don't have to use lube. That's insane.
It would probably be music, right?
Yeah, or in his case, it could be people in the movie industry. They could come to him and say, "Hey, we'll give you a 10 movie deal, right? We'll give you 10 million a movie, and then that'd be 100 million, right?
Yeah,
but it would be over 10 years, right? But that entire 10 years, you're coming to the parties, right? You're playing by the rules. You're not.
You
talking
sold your
shit about
soul.
nobody. Absolutely.
There's no amount of money in the world that could ever render you over to sell your soul like that for 10 years, not for one day, not for a moment, not like 10 years.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. He probably wanted to break this guy, so he was throwing mad numbers at him, right?
Yeah, right. He wanted fucking, because Katt, you seen Katt, he's a little itty bitty motherfucker. Yep. He wanted a little bit of that itty bitty motherfucker. He wanted to carry him around in his bag like fucking Paris Hilton got a dog.
There's another one that was at the parties too.
Yeah.
All right, let's listen to some more of them.
Yeah, we'll listen to a little bit more, yeah.
Okay, so as most of y'all know by now, Diddy is currently rotting off in prison after Homeland Security arrested trafficking Asian of unsuspecting into the U.S. for his infamous freak-off parties. In fact, as we speak, Diddy is currently facing up to 100 years in jail. And to make things even worse, a judge just denied his bail request, even after he offered $50 million, as well as both of him and his $1 million mansions in Miami as collateral, and his passport and the passports of every single one of his kids. Yeah, even his innocent 1-year-old who literally just got here.
Well, yeah, they want to make sure he can't leave, so they're taking everybody's pad. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
You know, like, how are you going to leave? But if they've got your kids' passports and your kids are here, and I mean, yeah, he's an evil fucker. I would hope he wouldn't want to leave his children, though.
But he would.
Yeah,
if it's life, listen, that's, I believe if he gets bail, that's what they might tell him. Keep your mouth shut, and we'll get you bail somehow. And then you can run away like Russell Simmons.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's sick, bro. These people run like that and they leave their children.
Oh, they will.
That is fucking.
Woody Allen did it. Well, the children can always go visit them. They can go to a country that does not have extradition rights.
Yeah.
You know, you can go to many countries. You can go to the south of France. You can go to Israel. There's a few, I think Switzerland. There's a few countries he can go to where they will not extradite you.
Sure, yeah. I mean, and that's cool, but it's like, what are you going to, like, I guess your kids just...
Oh, yeah, you got to live like a scumbag, pedo, fucking rabo, but I guess he wouldn't be getting stabbed and killed in prison. I don't know. Trying to think like him for a moment. If I was in his position, I would probably want to get bail and run like hell. Because, like I said, there's no way out of this. Put many years in prison. Heather says he won't get bail. What's up, Big Small? I don't think he is.
Yeah, we'll listen to a few more minutes of this real quick.
Put up a $50 million bond. $50 million bond. And the judge still said, you're denied. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You're going to jail. You're going to be in chains. Out of all the news today, I think I'm still stuck on this $50 million bond, because if you look at the fact that in California, the average bail amount for is $2 million, and your bond amount is 10% of that, right? So that's $200,000. And you can pay your bond by putting up your house, putting up your assets, whatever the case may be. But this man paid off an $18 million home, and the judge still said, nah, you gonna sit in jail. I've talked about this before, but I'm gonna say it again. I don't care what you have. I don't care what your life looks like. I don't give a what other people have. I really don't. Because what did you do to get it? How did you end up in the position that you're in? Because the fact of the matter is, if you did something, you will have to pay the debt of your transgressions. You will have to pay it in full. It might not be on this side. It might be on the other side. But you will never escape the return on the investment that you made to get where you are. And the return on your investment might be jail. I'm just so shook. Like, you put up a $50 million bond and they said, nah, that ain't gonna work.
According to his indictment, the charges that they arrested him on date all the way back to 2008. And the reason why he was able to get away with it for so long in the first place was because he wasn't running this alone.
And it's kind of weird. Like, that's they're not charging anybody else, man. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see like if these witnesses that they're talking about are people that have signed agreements, right? Like people that work for them that have like, or I mean, even with the government, if they've signed agreements to testify in order to not be charged. I'm very curious about that because there's a lot of people that should be going to fucking prison, dude. Again, like we talked about this before. If you're the asshole on this team that got hired to collect and go out and get IV fluids and you know what that shit's being used for and you're the one administering it to people that don't want to be there, that are on ketamine and ecstasy and they've had their holes run through for the last fucking 3 days, you should go to jail.
Well, that's why they got the info. I believe they got the info from them people and they flipped on Diddy, right? They told on him, gave that up, and that's some of the people they're going to be using to put him away. And those people will probably most likely go free with no trouble. I don't know how that works really.
Well,
but
that's what I'm wondering out loud right now with you, my dude, which is like, are they signing agreements saying I would have gone to jail, right? If I didn't talk to you, or I'm going to testify to not go to jail, in which case are there like charges suspended? What would you have gotten charged with? I'm just curious, man, because there's a lot of people that are involved that would be affiliated with this. These are some major charges.
Yeah, good night, Heather. What's up, Bella?
They said some of the girls at these parties, the FBI agent said, were barely legal and barely illegal. And I don't know what the fuck that last one means. If you're barely illegal, you're fucking illegal.
They were probably young girls from Thailand, Ukraine, all over the friggin' world, man. They take these poor little these girls with no parents, right, who have been sexually abused. They take them and they say, "Hey, you work for me. We protect you. We take you to America." And they pimp these poor girls out, to these animals that go and use it and buy their flesh. And they're fucking animals, dude. What they do to these, it's human trafficking.
If you're underage. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's done to little boys too, but not as much as it's done to young women. Women suffer the most.
Barely illegal shit. It's like if there's barely illegal, then it's illegal, and that motherfucker needs to go to jail.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Crazy. There's nothing cool about fucking selling sex slave women or something. That's sick. Look at this guy. It looks creepy. Look at him looking around the corner. Hello, it's me. It's me. It's the Freak Off King.
Yep. We'll do a couple more minutes of this, and then we'll move on to another one. I've got a few more.
Apart from him having other very powerful people in his corner, he had several hotels across the U.S. on his payroll, and several other people who were in charge of making sure his victims stayed silent or sometimes even allegedly unalive. In fact, it was found that Diddy was the head of a criminal enterprise that engaged or attempted to engage in sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Apparently, Diddy would use force.
No, I said, here's Johnny. Come said that. That's what he looked like coming around that corner.
Yeah, and that's a weird one too, a weird charge, right? Because I know okay, fine. It's prostitution's illegal. But do we really need an extra charge that says, hey, I found a hooker I really liked that lived in Maryland and I flew her to Miami where I live? That wasn't, what the fuck, bro? That's weird. It's still prostitution. She just lives in another place. Is that really? That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. Who knows the laws in these states, Who knows the different crazy laws they might have?
That just seems like an odd charge to me. I'm just throwing that out there. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not good with law.
Yeah, me either. But it seems like a weird
but
thing.
Paps does need gas money. What's up?
Yeah, I love that name. I think it's great. He hasn't changed it either.
I randomly shout people out sometimes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially the good ones, the good names, and the people that have been around for a long time. They're fucking hilarious. All right, let's kick it through the rest of these charges here real quick.
And coercion to get the women to engage with male workers in the freak-offs, which he arranged and recorded, creating dozens of videos. These bizarre freak-off events could last for days, and Diddy and victims would often receive IV fluids to recover from the exertion and use. Oh, but it gets worse, y'all. Since most of these victims were flown into the U.S. and forced engaged in all of these depraved activities, they absolutely don't want to be involved in, Diddy and his people would use loads of lubricants and baby oils on these women and men to easily enter their bodies. These lubricants.
Oh, dude, look at the fucking picture. Look at that.
That's disgusting, man.
Look at that. And
this
stupid,
stupid,
that disgraziata fucking lawyer, bro. He's like, he goes, oh, well, he's famous. You can't expect him to be able to go to the store all the time for himself. He has mansions everywhere. He lives right down the street from a Costco. They just shop in bulk. Bro, go hang yourself, please.
Yeah. Like, shut up, you hack.
Like, if you think I'm that stupid, if you think the world's that stupid, I got this guy named Ilmi the Helmet that wants to be your bestest friend.
Yeah.
You guys will make a great pair.
What's
You'll
up,
make sense
Donald?
to each other.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what's that movie where he goes, I know crackheads, it makes more sense than you, right? Like, what's the fucking...
Yeah, him and Jimmy, they'll be singing songs together. Like, I see, said the blind man to the deaf woman that heard the man with no legs running up the stairs. Yeah, that's total retardation.
Unbelievable, bro. You could sell that shit to somebody. Look at that picture, man. Look at all that.
That's gross.
So they're saying that I mean, I know you wouldn't, and that kind of answers a question for me. If I could, we're all grown adults. Let's be frank for just a moment. If you're talking about young,
you know where that term comes from?
Hit me.
No. You know that term?
That's what I said. No, hit me. What's up?
All right, real quick. I didn't mean to cut you off, but the Franks, they were a Germanic tribe, and they conquered France, right? Yeah. And that's where the term "let's be frank" because they spoke pretty vicious.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. No, that's hey, awesome,
had
bro.
to say that.
Of course, no worries, man. So let's just be straight up real quick, right? As grown-ups, if you are in your younger 20s, you don't need fucking lube. You don't need Viagra, okay? You're not some fucking 45-year-old couple. You know what I mean? And that's natural. I'm not making fun of nobody. We're in our 40s. We are 45, right? So it's like, I'm just saying, people get into their late 40s, their 50s. There's people age. It's biological. Not everybody has the same issues at the same times in life. Sometimes it's earlier, sometimes it's later.
But how old was he when he had all this degenerate stuff?
Well, it doesn't matter how old he is. I'm saying to you, these girls and these men that they're hiring, they are absolutely young. They are talking about how they're barely legal and barely illegal and in their 20s and stuff. So this makes sense to me in the context that she's saying, okay, these doors are locked. He's flown these people in from another country. They thought maybe they were going to go on a date, do a regular escort job. Instead, they found themselves in a room with 1,000 cameras, 750 phalluses, and swings. Right? Let's be real, right? And people masturbating on couches and they can't leave for days. They're bringing in food and IV fluids and stuff. So, yeah, at some point, you're probably going to have to use lube on these people that don't want to get effed anymore so you can just rape them. That's fucking horrific.
Yeah.
That's what she just said. I'm like sick. I'm sick.
Yeah, that's real bad shit.
No wonder the forced labor part, right? Okay, cool. You're a prostitute. That's a job. I tell you shouldn't do that because you could catch diseases. You could get killed. But you're vulnerable, and I love you.
That's her choice.
We'll call it labor for all intents and purposes.
Well, it is her choice.
Right.
If a woman wants to sell her body, you can't stop her. It's the oldest profession. I don't agree with it.
It's like Rodney Dangerfield said, it's the best job in the world because you could sell it, and when you're done, you still got it.
Well, Dangerfield was classic.
He's the best.
It is the oldest profession, and if a woman wants to sell her body, you cannot stop her. But I don't like pimps. I don't think pimps should be around. It's just a way to extort the lady.
That's right. And I would, at the end of the day, I'd rather a man be able to go to a woman that wants to or needs to or does that and pay her that money instead of going out and hurting someone.
Yes, to go rape a woman or something sick. Yeah.
Right. And I have to be realistic about that. You know, so apart from that, though, right? So we'll call that her job. So the forced labor makes sense now. That's why I like the way this person just put this in context for me in a way, which is they were brought here for a job. They thought they were going to do a regular date, and instead they found themselves in this weird 4-day fucking freak carnival.
All right.
Right? So they're forced labor.
That's a great point. Yeah. Someone says Dubs is still blocked. Is he blocked? But yeah, that's forced labor.
The last one, I told him in your chat that I was going to look at it, and he told me, he said he wasn't blocked anymore. I didn't, and I've been sick all week. I'll check it out. Check it out. Don't worry, I'll check it out. But yeah, so that makes sense.
That's forced labor,
right? Me and you were fucking hanging out in America. Somebody hires us, whatever, come to Italy, build a wall. It's supposed to take a week. We get there, we find out that we're only getting paid the same amount, but now we got to build 6 walls, and we're going to be there for 4 months, and we can't get home until they hand us our fucking passports back. Forced motherfucking labor.
Yeah.
Right? That makes sense to me.
Basically.
Now. Okay, cool. Let's check this out.
And baby oils were discovered during the raid at Diddy's house a few months ago, and according to the feds, they found videos of the performances and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant, as well as firearms and ammunition, including 3 AR-15s with defaced serial numbers in his bedroom closet in Miami. Now, as y'all can imagine, this was a major breakthrough for everybody in the case, because for a minute, it was starting to look like this case was just going to end with the lawsuits, and he wouldn't actually be doing any jail time. And y'all already know a lot of people were brought up, including Cassie, Jaguar Wright, and everybody who's spoken on Diddy in the past. However, one person that people could not help but bring up in all this was Katt Williams. Katt literally told us at the beginning of the year that 2024 was gonna be the year of truth-telling, and he did not lie. In fact, during the now infamous interview with Shannon Sharp, he specifically talked about how Diddy was gonna be exposed this year. There is now a snippet of this interview going around in which Katt made some shocking claims about how Diddy offered him over $50 million, not once, not twice, not thrice, but 4 different times to engage in a freak-off.
All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All will be exposed. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Yep.
The truth is the light. Because the people want to know, why would he get...
That's a really good point, man. You got to give him that. Truth is the light.
Yeah.
You know, and he's calling these motherfuckers deviants and shit. It's like, he's not playing, bro. I saw this. I watched
I'm surprised they didn't kill him.
Bro, they tried. I mean,
Jaguar, right.
They fucking ruined Katt Williams for a while, man. They made him out to be an insane person, a drug addict, fucking said he lost his mind. They had him arrested. Now, he did get arrested on his own a couple times. Don't get me wrong. This motherfucker is a wild dude. I am not this motherfucker's father. Okay.
Yeah.
He brought a gun to the airport like a mook. You know what I mean? He fucking.
Oh yeah, he got beat up at a soccer event. At a
little kid. Yeah, by a fucking 16-year-old or 15,
by a tall, lanky 15-year-old kid beat the piss out of him.
Because this dude's
big
like,
kid.
Yeah, this dude's like 5'1" in heels, bro. Katt Williams.
Well, this kid was
pounds.
You know them teenagers that are tall and strong and lanky, and that's what the kid was. He was like 15, but he was like almost 6 feet tall and just strong, and he pulverized them.
Totally, and that's why I was saying to you, yeah, Katt Williams is a midget. It doesn't, that's stuff like that.
But that doesn't mean he's wrong. Just because he's crazy doesn't mean he's wrong on that.
That's right. That's right. But to your point, though, about how people have come after him, they absolutely have. They've tried to ruin him several times to the point where he now owns his own booking. He now
give an example of how what have they done?
That's what I was telling you before. They made it out to where he was supposed to be insane and hooked on drugs. He was supposedly a crack addict and shit, like the same stuff they said about Dave Chappelle. He wasn't able to get hired for a while. So what he did, that's what I was leading into, which is he now, instead of getting with these different booking agencies or different talent agencies or relying on Hollywood, now he's gotten to the point with his career that he's so well known, he books the clubs himself. He will literally rent out an arena and market his own fucking show, put on the show, and keep the ticket money. That's how he handles his business. He doesn't rely on Hollywood himself anymore, unless it happens to be like a movie role or something like that they're off, from what I understand, which is pretty slick.
Yeah.
But they drove him to that, though, is what I'm saying. Like, there was, and you should look some of that up. The times that he was arrested. Like I said, I'm not this dude's dad. He did some things that got himself arrested sometimes, but when you read between the lines and you see some of the shit and how this dude went down, you're like, yeah, okay. And the whole time he was screaming fucking Black Illuminati. His story's never changed.
Yeah, it's consistent.
The whole time he's been screaming fucking Illuminati. You know, now I don't believe in the Illuminatis, but we know what he means, right? That's people are saying it's the network. That's what that means, and we know that's true. You know, it's the network of people that are in place. It is the powers that be, the people that are at the top for a reason. They are working together for a purpose, and they will fuck you if they don't get to fuck you. Right? Yeah.
Yes. Either way, they're gonna have their pound of flesh.
That's right. Yeah, man.
But just don't give it your integrity and your soul away. You know.
Yep.
What's up, man? What's up, Queen of Me? You said you worked for Diddy or something.
Me? No.
Yeah, I think she said something like that earlier.
Oh, maybe she did. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she did. She's also, the Queen of Mean right now is also saying, I hope this opens the floodgates for Kim Porter, Whitney Houston, Prince, Michael Jackson. I don't.
Well, I think
Kim Porter, though, I saw some of that stuff you had on your show the other day. I didn't believe a fucking single thing out of that guy's mouth that was in that interview. That guy was a lying freak scammer.
Which one was it?
The guy that supposedly wrote the book about Diddy's wife that died.
Yeah, a lot of people said it was Fugazi. Yeah.
It seemed like it to me. I was working and listening, and it just, that guy didn't seem genuine to me at all. I have to be honest. It just seemed like he was like a scumbag trying to make money. He didn't answer questions very well, and the things that he was saying just didn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. Oh, I worked on Diddy's show, Star Maker. Really interesting, Queen of Mean.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, okay. So she did work for Diddy.
You can't hit on her thing, or you don't know how?
Yeah, no, I'm just not on those pages right now. I'm over on the.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I can hang on. Here you go. Yeah.
Just in case somebody don't.
Queen of Mean, I worked on Diddy's show, Star Maker. It was bizarre. I bet it was fucking bizarre.
It was bizarre. Well, you like you were saying earlier, he belittled that Audrey something lady. Those making the band people, he made them walk for cheesecakes, called them fat, called them this. The girl wasn't even fat, like it was ridiculous. He liked abusing people, satanic, and he wanted Katt Williams bad.
Yeah, it seems that way. I think we've had enough of that one. Let me show you this other one that's just really funny I found.
Well, they're all sick predators, these people. And maybe like he's worn out as well. I want to see the other ones go down, though. I don't want just Diddy to go down. I want the trial to happen, but I know it's not going to. Right? We can't get that lucky. The powers.
Yeah, I agree with you. I want to see some of these other people go to jail too. Not only the people that were like above him and involved with him. I want to see the people that were helping him, working with him from these. You know, if he's running an enterprise, I want to see the fucking enterprise. Show me the fucking capo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Roll them out, bro. Roll out the captains. You're going to treat this like a mob. Show me the mob.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him just on the witness stand and find out.
Yeah, the Aaliyah girl too, Bella. Yeah, that was a shame. The Aaliyah girl. That guy was 32, going with a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, they were all after Aaliyah. That was a sick, disgusting.
Yeah, they were like wolves. They were like fucking hyenas around the poor girl.
And Dame Dash makes me fucking sick when I hear him talk about it, because he's like sitting there like trying to put down fucking R. Kelly, and then in the next sentence he's like, me and R. Kelly were in love with her. We're in love with her at the same time, and that's why I hated R. Kelly. And I'm like, bro, she's what, dude? You're a pedophile. Was she like
14? What was she? 14 to 15?
I think when she was a young teenager. I'm not going to.
When they first started going with her, she was 14, 15. Not the popular years.
Yeah, she was a young teen girl.
Yeah, age nothing but a number. She was like 16 when that came out, but that was before that. They were going with this girl when she was a fucking 14, 15-year-old girl. They were sleeping with her, and that's fucking sick, man.
And he was that's what I'm telling you. Dame Dash is like, oh yeah, man, I loved her. I was there for her always, and I'd do anything for her. And I was definitely interested. And and she couldn't have me and R. Kelly in the same room. And then we were in videos together, and she made sure we were on different days. And I'm like, you motherfuckers are grown men. This is a child you're talking about. Why are you allowed on this interview? Why is he not in handcuffs?
Yeah.
What is happening?
Sick pred. They get off on it. They're going to hell.
But check this shit out. Let's have a check this. This fucking guy murders Diddy, bro. This is so funny. This guy's name is Andrew Schultz. He goes in. This is so funny, dude.
Here. LA, I got tired, man. I got tired of the media trying to smear this great city. Every time I turn on the TV, they're saying you're a bunch of fucking criminals, drug addicts, and pedophiles, and it's bullshit. That is not the whole city. That is a very small, specific section of the city. It's called Diddy's house. That is... Listen. If Diddy go to jail, what's the over-under? Someone asked Shohei Ohtani. I know he got the... Those Japanese love gambling, bro. Or I believe they call it driving. But whatever, man. Listen, this is the only reason I think he might be guilty is the evidence.
Nice.
The evidence is a motherfucker, bro.
Yep, sure is.
But no, the other reason is because every celebrity in LA has had their home robbed except Diddy. Like Rihanna got robbed, fucking Keanu Reeves got robbed. I thought about it, it's like, bro, robbing Diddy is terrifying. Cause what if he's there?
Yeah.
You break down the door, he's butt naked on the couch. Meek Mill sitting on his lap, just petting him like a Maltese. Meek Mill crying. Oh no, it's finished. Diddy's like, can't stop, won't stop. You try to run out. You run out, the door is locked.
Yeah.
You're locked in, you turn around, all of a sudden you hear. You ain't going nowhere.
This is stupid.
That guy's funny. What's up, D?
He said he fucking break in the house. He got Meek Mill on his lap, petting him like a cat. Shit.
Yeah, that was funny, man. That was hilarious. Yeah, that guy's a funny dude. This guy for sure.
Too fucking funny, man.
Well, comedians are ripping them apart. You know.
Yeah.
How can't you? Come on. How
too
can't
funny.
you touch that?
Man,
You know?
it's too funny. Yeah, he's got two. We'll give it another minute. Why not? It's only a 4-minute video. We're 2 in. Why not? Fuck it.
You ain't go nowhere. I can't. Please stop now. It's your asshole tonight.
Ooh, damn.
LA, I'm tired. What's up, baby? Sit the fuck down. We know you're Armenian. Just sit down. It's fine. I've never seen a more Armenian guy in my life. Motherfucker Ubered himself here. That was incredible. Shout out to Armos. We got Armos in the building. Bro, I love you, motherfucker. The greatest scam artists in America, bro. Maybe in the world. Undefeated in scams. Medical insurance, amazing. Choreographed car accidents, incredible. But the greatest scam that you guys have ever completed was convincing all of us you're not Mexican. When you are. We love you.
All right. He's done with Diddy. This motherfucker, he's silly, bro.
Wait, Armenia's not near Mexico, though.
No.
I know.
I love it. He said
He's a
burglar
funny
shit-handed.
bastard.
He is a funny bastard, dude.
Picture breaking in P. Diddy's house and he's Vaselined all up. I have to call him Donald Pittman with a shotgun and gauge him. There's actually a thing that stops some the creeps like that.
You ain't going nowhere.
He roasted him.
Hell yeah, bro. He fucked that dude up.
Well, he used to love going on that show with that what's that fucking guy's name? Charlemagne the God. He takes that name. He used to go on there. Did that guy throw him under the bus? He must have by now.
I mean,
They were buddies.
He's always feeding fucking jokes to people like 50, and he was the one that was like giving Diddy shit to his face about all that. Ooh yeah, Daddy, I like the way you work it like that.
Oh,
Daddy.
really?
Remember? Yeah, that's where that clip comes from. Is from the Charlemagne or the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne. Yeah, and Charlemagne was the one that was like, bro, what, you don't remember that shit? Hold on, yo, play that shit for Diddy, and they put him on blast on the radio. Yeah, that was Charlemagne. So I can't see him up for him too much.
Yeah, Queen Amina, I agree. I like pilaf. The Armenians got this thing called pilaf. It's really
rice
good.
pilaf?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
it's not bad.
My my grandmother's sister married an Armenian. Yep, my grandmother's sister married an Armenian. So
Billy
I have
says I've got an evil laugh. That's funny.
So I do have like fourth or sixth Armenian cousins, but yeah.
Yeah, Paps got. He said, "Take that."
Never seen them with a sombrero on though.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course.
Like coming over the border, they're in another continent. I mean, what's that? Google it, Sean. He's such a shitty person. Yeah, I don't know much about him. I knew he got beat up before, though. I did see somebody chase him and beat him up or something, or chase him.
All right, I'm gonna before we get into the Keffe D, the next subject that we're gonna grab into with Diddy, because I think we've covered a lot of what's actually currently going on now with him and what he's been caught with and all that shit. Let's move into the fact that the FBI is fully looking into this Keffe D shit, and they're talking about whether they're going to bring Keffe D into the trial in New York, or if they're gonna make P. Diddy go out to fucking Nevada and have to be part of Keffe D's trial, or both. So super fucking interesting. First, we're gonna have a quick little smoke break.
Okay, nicotine time or marijuana? What are you indulging in?
I'm going to grab myself a drink, and then I'm going to grab nicotine. Yep. And then I'm going to come back down here. I'm going to take everybody with me, but just before.
Well, we all know there are no children watching. Ever hear some of these goofy podcasters or streamers go, if there's any kids watching, like no kids watch these channels, you fucking idiots.
Oh, yeah, definitely not this late on a Friday night.
There's morons like, there's kids that look up to me. It's like, no, dickhead. Nobody under 18 watches this fucking shit.
Yeah, may I offer a suggestion?
It's not even an 18-year-old.
Please do not. Positive influence. That is not our intent. That is not what we are here for. We troll the trash in the world. It is not for your child. We do not hold our language back, and I doubt they speak Italian, which we pepper our shit with.
We do not condone kids going to school with shotguns. Okay. Trench coats are not okay in school. Only kidding. Go Columbine, year of 99. R.I.P.
There's nothing good that can come from a trench coat. Either you're doing that or you're doing Emmy. Nothing good can come from it. You're either going to open it up and ask somebody if they're impressed.
Well, I do.
Or you're going to open it up.
Well, if it's not one with a suit or a leather trench coat with like an outfit, no, because I do like trench coats.
You see a sucker in a trench coat with
winter.
sandals on, run. When that's
Then you're in trouble.
Right.
Or if you see those lawyer ones, then you're in trouble maybe. If you see some dude wrapped up in a trench coat, yeah, he's probably a flasher.
That's right. The next thing you're going to hear is, don't act like.
But I do like trench
you're not
coats in
impressed.
the winter.
Yeah.
I do like the German trench coats that they had in World War II. Those are real warm in the winter and pretty cool looking. Like Hugo Boss did a great job with them.
Okay, right on.
But or Italian looking ones. They're pretty cool. I like 3/4 ones.
I've never owned or worn a full, like an actual trench coat or duster. I gotta be honest. I have a couple nice leather jackets.
I've always had some.
One like a little bit of a longer.
Yeah, speaking like a robot.
Speaking like a robot.
Real fast. Yeah, and real fast. Like Kit from Knight Rider.
Weird. Well, I told you I'm on a lot of fucking cold medicine, dude.
Yeah, it's all right. What's up,
That
DJ? What's going on? Is the helmet? Is easy watching? What is Zip? We're gonna do a helmet stream this week on my channel. I'm gonna do a helmet stream, an Emmy paint chip, Tommy Karate. Remember when? Why am I scared of Tommy Reynolds right now? Why would Tommy talk? It will take Tommy Reynolds some time, but eventually Tommy Reynolds is gonna out Emmy Calamandra and some dirty Emmy secrets.
It's funny, Mickey Griggs. I actually
With the help
I warned
drop.
him before we came on live. I told him, I said, I've been sick all week. I've been taking Dayquil. I said I might be a little extra fucking go tonight. We'll see what happens. We just laughed, but yeah, it seems like maybe I am, I guess.
Oh yeah. No, it's been all right. It's just a little choppy, but we can hear you.
All right. I sound like I'm speed talking. I got you. Yeah, most times I'm just basically baked laying back this late at night, but that Dayquil's a bitch. I didn't want to take NyQuil doing a nighttime show, so I just took another dose of Dayquil. Set your speed. Trap, yeah, I'll work on that.
Yeah, what's up, Mickey Greggs? Emmy stream? Yeah, there's gonna be an Emmy stream. Hopefully, Emmy loses mind. I hope Tommy don't date now. And he goes, I want to kill Nicky Calco. Nick Calco, also known as Marie. Yeah. Hopefully, he freaks out and wants to kill me again.
I mean, personally, I hope
that will be fun.
The Tommy Reynolds guy comes out eventually and tells his story just to do it for himself.
He probably will.
Even if it's just for himself.
Probably take him a while.
He should say he's been away for a long time. He needs to enjoy his family, do his thing.
Yeah,
I just hope for his own release and for himself with all the bullshit that's been put out over the years, all the National Geographic and fucking A&E garbage and rat bullshit. I hope just for himself that he maybe will be able to find some peace in that by just going, hey, look, this is what the fuck happened. Fuck this rat piece of shit. If he wants to be like that, but if not,
that'd be cool.
Your story and be real. We all love to know that. Like, so all we heard
eventually, eventually he might. Who knows? How he acclimates to the world and things like that.
Yeah, well, we all hope him
most likely he will within a year or two.
Hopefully he's able
to I don't know the guy.
I don't know either, but I mean, after doing all that time because of that bullshit, I hope that he's able to get a climate into the year 2024 coming into 2025.
How is Jimmy's kicking himself in the ass right now. Here this guy comes home, without no label as a stool pigeon. He did something real bad. He shot a woman on accident. You know what I mean? They didn't mean to, but he shot the lady. So that's, you got to live with that, right? Knowing that you took some woman's life. He did his time. He paid for whatever crimes he did with that woman on accident, killing the poor lady. R.I.P. Judy Shemtov. He came out without telling on people or being a disgusting rat, and Jimmy must hate that. Jimmy could have went and did the same thing. He didn't have to tell Paulie G lies, stories from the dead. And he would have been out by now. And he would have been on YouTube as a stand-up guy. He would have been making money. But nope, he had to be a rat idiot because that's who he is.
Yeah. If I'm breaking up since all this stuff came up, it's because I'm
Dustin
from downstairs to upstairs to smoke. That's probably what's going on. And if it's breaking up, it's probably it's like trying to catch up. That might be some of the weird speed people are hearing too. So it'll get better when I go back down.
That's all right. I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dustin, please hit the like button if you can. Argentine, he's out right now, they say, and good for him. And like I said, in the future, hopefully he does. Remember Jimmy wishing I'm going to call Tommy Reynolds judge. I'm coming trouble like a
What
big
a fucking-
rat.
Right? Like, what a disgrace, man.
Yeah, like scumbag. Like, you already ratted the guy once, you
Exactly, dude.
scumbag.
You did this shit already. Like,
You want to call
years
him?
ago, the guy's sitting in prison still, and you're gonna do this to him?
Well, who does that? Like, even Fibby calling the judges on like that scumbag Rubio. Isn't that like weird? Like, who does that? Like, I'm not calling judges on people. Like, that's weird.
Who would even think to do that as an
Even on a
honest
rat? Like,
person? I'm mad at you, so I'm
yeah,
gonna call the
it's
judge
not
and lock
enough.
you up and tell him to never let you out. Like, what? How does that cross your stupid fucking rat brain, man? Wow.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous thing. He couldn't even done his time. Yes, Zip, you're right. He could have done his time and came out with his what he loves the most, the streets, right? I mean, streets will never love you back. You know, he loves the streets. Don't let Jimmy fool you. Jimmy wishes he could be looked at as a stand-up guy. He goes to bed at night wishing he never told, and he would have been out by now. He would have came out with more stories and stuff.
Maybe he might not have gave him all the way before being able to write his book or do a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, his book will never get written. They know he's a bullshitter, number one. Number two, it's just he's not interesting.
Well, and I'll give you the other one.
He's
The
a
other one,
dummy. He's a dunce-ski.
Told all the stories for free already.
Yes, and he told all the stuff, but it could still be put in a book if it was interesting, right?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Like even if something was told, if it was interesting, it could still be put in a book, you know, or in a show. But it's just he's not that interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe the other kids he hung around maybe were for people, but Jimmy's all like, if Paulie G didn't like him, Jimmy would have, been smoking coke. He has no honor, no class, right? Not only is he a rat bastard, look what he did with that woman. Some girl in the neighborhood, I guess, was like to sleep around, so he put her name and picture up. Why not just make a fake name up, right? Like, why do you got to put the girl's face and her picture and her name in there and call her the big whore and all that stuff? Like, why do you got to do that? Scumbag move.
Same reason he bumped into people at the fucking restaurant and they didn't say hi back. And all of a sudden he's telling people that they're in a family and what position they have and all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, I remember when I did that video. That blew my mind. It didn't blow my mind, but it was still like, wow, this guy's an idiot. Like he gets mad because someone didn't say hi to him because he was a rat. So he goes on YouTube and calls the guy a made member of a mafia family in his mind that exists.
Right.
Like, what a fucking
the thing that he does.
Trying to get him.
I say the same thing. I say it's surprising, but it's not shocking. Like the behavior is always surprising, but it's not shocking anymore at this point.
Yeah. Well said. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we've seen him get mad. We've seen Emmy get mad many times and break down, make threats, jump out of cars, threaten people have nothing to do with anything. He's coming to my house to kill me.
Eat your ass.
He's gonna
put
eat
his
my
hand in it.
backside. Yeah, he's a sick man. He's very easy to get under his skin.
That whole eat the ass thing killed me. It literally floored me. I had to put that lyric in that fucking song that I did. The snitches can't party with me.
Yeah.
I had to. That shit blew me away. So that became a lyric.
Yeah.
It's like, bro.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
You can't talk like that. Nobody should make you so mad you want to eat their ass.
Well, he's a social misfit.
For sure.
Yeah, he's a social misfit and a deviant. He is very socially awkward with women. Jimmy is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Jimmy's a predator and all like that. No.
No, but
He's
could
just
you imagine
awkward
that
with women.
doofus walking up next to you, putting his arm up on the wall, like, "Hey, how you's doing? My name Emmy."
Yeah. The girls look at him like the idiot Jimmy.
Yeah.
Like the girl that he that he lied to and said Tommy Weno just cheating on you. And like he didn't do nothing bad to the girl but he did like come out of the room with a bathrobe and
Yeah.
thinks he was gonna have sex with her and didn't even ask her. It's just weird all in itself. Like
Right.
you invite the girl there to, number one, you're ratting your friend out. Who rats their friend out to this girlfriend, right? That's stupid. And then you're telling her her boyfriend's there cheating, and she gets there and you come out with a bathrobe. Like she's
Right,
gonna
and you and
stay
I
with.
have talked about parts of this so many times, and I just want to reference part of one of those conversations by saying, even if they were broke up, you motherfucking scumbag piece of shit.
Yeah, it's a shitty move.
That's your fucking homie's ex-girlfriend, dude. What? No.
Yep.
No. And you live in New York. It's not like you're in like some 15-person town, right? Some one light town, as they say.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Right. What you got to do to meet somebody? Walk outside, sit on your fucking stoop, get the fuck out of here, bro. That shit's nasty and weird, and it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace.
Yeah, well, he probably said, "Hey, if she went with him, she'll go with me." And he's just a degenerate. You don't go with your friend's ex-girlfriends, man.
No,
Like,
you just don't do that, bro.
Especially do weird stuff like that, right? Like take him to a hotel room.
Come out, yeah. No.
That's real socially awkward and creepy too. Take me to creepy town. Can you take me?
Just imagining it from her perspective, man. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable to try and picture.
Yeah, lucky he wasn't a ripper. Luckily, Emmy is not a ripper.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. He's just a tard that doesn't understand.
Yeah, he's just an
socially
idiot.
Awkward. Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah. Because the lady said he didn't force her to stay.
You guys want this Keffe D part?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll pull up a short first, and then I'll pull up a video that's a little bit
Because
longer.
I'll make fun of Emmy for a while.
We both. That's
keep
why I figured I'll just
rambling.
go ahead and
Yeah.
He's one of our favorite topics. Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, so I'll start off with a short, and then I've got one that's a little bit longer that goes into this in a little bit more detail, but we'll check this out first. Make sure it came up. Yes, it did. Okay, cool.
Mogul Sean Diddy Combs of paying $1 million for the killing of rap icon Tupac Shakur. According to the court documents, Davis claims Combs paid Eric Von Martin the money. He also says that Combs offered to set up a phone call with Terrence Brown, who was the driver of the car that rolled up next to Shakur and Suge Knight on September 7th, 1996, near the Strip. Now, Davis says that he was telling on himself and not trying to provide evidence against anyone else. He's accused of orchestrating the plot to kill Shakur. A trial date has been set now for
First little short. So that one's kind of alluding to the fact that the feds are listening to everything Keffe D's been having to say. That they've been following this. We know that Keffe D worked with them as a snitch. We know that, So
yeah,
they already know the story. But now that the trial's kicking off and they've got their own thing going on with Diddy, they're kind of alluding to the fact that, hey, Keffe D's trial's coming up and it's getting ready to start. So
wait, Keffe's trial or P. Diddy's?
Keffe D's trial.
All right, because Diddy's trial is not even on the way, nothing yet. Yeah,
right.
All
Yeah,
right, so
that'll be
Keffe
months.
D's trial.
Yeah,
Okay.
Keffe D's trial is going to be coming up though soon, like within the next few months. Yeah, so
Well, he might be able to walk by diming out P. Diddy. He might be able to walk from all of that shit, right?
Man, I don't know if here's the thing. If his defense is like, yeah, I did it, but he paid me, then he's still liable for it happening. But they can't prove that he was the one that shot him. He never claimed it. He just said that he was in the car. You know, that he knows like where the guns came from, that he was fully involved, that he was supposed to be paid for it. All he's part of the conspiracy and everything. He's not an actual shooter, so I mean, I don't know how they're going to handle that. Are they going to charge him with the first degree? Are they going to charge else? Is it going to be grouped up in a whole bunch of other shit? I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's going to be very interesting to watch.
Yeah, for sure. What's up, Ron? How's Deb feeling? Yeah, it's going to be a crazy breakdown for sure.
So this video is a little bit longer. This one's called FBI Insider Reveals Shocking Evidence of Diddy Killing Tupac, confirmed by Keffe D. This one goes into a little bit more detail about what the feds have been talking about recently with this.
Girl, how you all doing, baby? What's going on? Honey, it is a lot that's going on with this Diddy. Girl, when I tell you this is some diabolical stuff, I ain't never seen nothing like this. But girl, I got something else to tell y'all. This is some sad news, and it got a lot to do about your boy Tupac. Yeah, did you guys hear? And I want you to press 4. Have y'all heard? They said Candace Owens, honey, is on the case, and she claims that Tupac was zesty too. And I've been hearing that, and I've been knew that quiet as a kept. Honey, but this video right here I just came across, they're talking about that Diddy then took out Tupac. Yes, honey. Diddy Tupac. Now people are saying, well, if Tupac was zesty, was Diddy and Tupac messing around? Because you know all these brothers out here, you know they are over-sexualized. They want to screw any and everybody. Could be, honey, could be. But we're going to watch this video, and let me tell y'all something else. I was over there at Make It Make Sense channel. He comes out, it's another victim that has come out against Diddy. Now, we don't know if all these lawsuits are true or false, honey, but we're going to take it and we're going to figure out what's going on.
Yep.
Okay,
well, listen.
So make sure you guys subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spots. I'm the host, Gigi, so let's look and see what they're saying over here. FBI goes public with evidence of Diddy pound Tupac. Now I got this.
All right, so listen up. State Farm was trying to charge me $197 for car insurance. No, thank you.
Information from Culture Spiel. Okay, so let's see. The numbers are doing good. Over 200,000 black people have watched this and liked it. So, honey, it is worth us taking a look at to see what's really going on. Let's get these likes up now. All right, let's go. Let's play.
Now let's talk to him. And I want to talk to Puff right now.
Yes.
Now it was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah. Check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking.
All right.
Thank you.
It's time to go back there, Diddy. It's time.
So do you think Puffy was involved?
Only they can answer that question. I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine. I wouldn't say things that I knew, you know what I mean? I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. So every time he say it didn't happen, or that's the only thing that makes this become an issue to everybody. Because you see what I said in the Vibe article. I basically bowed out. It was going to go ahead about my life. The next issue, that wasn't even the next issue because them cowards waited about 4 issues before they got their story together.
Okay, so he's talking about when he got robbed in the studio and how she's asked, the people are asking him basically, do you think Puff Daddy was involved? And he says, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to talk about the reasons I know and who told me that publicly because I'm not a fucking snitch, right? He's like, but there's been multiple issues that so far now that need to be worked out. And I've been trying to fucking tell this dude, shut the fuck up, quit talking about this in public. You're only making this worse. You know, trying to protect yourself by dropping all this bullshit in public. He's like, we just need to take care of business. I get that. I understand
that. 4 issues later, half of New Yorkers commenting on me. And before, they was all like, we didn't see nothing.
Y'all, it's a different day for Diddy to be sweating buckets, cause I just received word from credible sources that the feds working on his recent charges are also working with prosecutors handling the Tupac Shakur trial to connect the dots between Diddy and Keffe D and find a motive for why Diddy may have been involved in the unaliving of Tupac.
If I wouldn't have never met him, I would have never been involved in this. You know what I'm saying? If I would have never met the brother, I would have never.
That's
Well, this is what I gotta say about Keffe D. Nigga, if you was
Hold
never
on, I'm gonna pause you too. That's a really good point for everybody to hear straight out of Keffe D's mouth, which is, dude, if I would have never met Puff Daddy, I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Yeah, true. He might be in jail for something else, but
Agreed.
like but he wouldn't be in jail for nothing like this.
That's
killing
right.
a
Yeah,
celebrity.
he's like, I wouldn't be here talking to you about this. I wouldn't have been involved in none of this shit. You wouldn't have even heard about me, right?
No, there wouldn't have.
That's a fair fucking point right there. And that could, I'm gonna actually, let me see when she actually shuts the fuck up and they play the video with dude.
It would have been just some average Compton Crip dude, you know.
Right, got caught up in a drug conspiracy. We wouldn't have heard about it. He'd have done his time. Maybe he'd have flipped anyway. He obviously fucking flipped, right? I mean, now this dude did a lot of prison time, and he never flipped on anybody. It was the very last time that they came to him, those cops, the dirty fucking cops.
Then he did.
And then he did. Right. They were like, we're going to put your whole family, we're going to put your mom in prison, we're going to put your friends in prison, we're going to take their houses.
They pulled that with everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
And they said, all you got to do is tell us about Tupac. Or no, I'm sorry. They wanted to know about Biggie. And he was like, well, I don't know much about Biggie, but I can tell you about the Tupac stuff.
He should have really talked to Jeffrey Lohman. Jeffrey Lohman he knew a lot about what was going down back then.
Exactly.
But yeah, he knew. In his mind, he thought telling on a dead person isn't telling. That's what he said in his head, I believe. In case he told on people that were alive, I don't know.
Right,
I believe.
and I think that's a really good point. Yeah, because he did say, and his nephew that supposedly did the shooting, according to him, was dead when he snitched. But I'm not 100% sure.
No, he was dead. But I personally,
there was another person in the car.
I couldn't get up on the stand and say my nephew did something dead or alive.
Never. I would
Dead
do time
or
for my
alive.
dead nephew. I would do time for my dead nephew. Yes, my nephew.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put him in something like that.
Yeah, all I was saying to you though is I'm not. There was another person there, two other people in the car.
Oh, were there?
Yeah, so I'm just not 100% on whether or
Maybe
not
he did.
both
Maybe
of
he told
those
on
people
them.
were dead. Right. That's all I'm saying. He's like, I know his nephew was dead when he snitched, and that's whatever. Like you and I don't have those low morals to do what he did, but but we can understand what he's. I don't know if the other two people in the car, if they were dead already too, then yeah, he's saying, look, everybody's dead. I'm the only one alive. Suge isn't gonna talk. Right, so I'm gonna do this deal, get my family out of hot water. But if those other two guys were alive when he snitched, that's still extra fucked up.
Yeah, it is. No matter which way you look at it.
No matter which way you look at it, right? No matter how you shake the tree, as I like to say, it's still fucked up.
Because he's an old guy, so I don't know how many years they were offering him, and he's a death sentence. But still, that's the life you chose, right? You chose to be a gangster. You chose to be in
a registered Republican for 23 years. I was a doctor in private practice for longer.
You guys ain't just gonna come in your life. You gotta open that door for that too. Okay.
Never been involved in this. Really.
And that's not all, guys. Tupac's family also recently hired lawyers and private investigators to look into the Diddy connection. So it's a whole team looking from different angles, and best believe that something is about to hit our feeds very soon.
But nobody know why Pac and Puff fell out like they did. You understand?
Hold on. So you mean to tell me Tupac and Puffy was friends? Probably messing around back in the day. Said, this nigga. Okay.
Yeah, press play.
You understand what I'm saying? Nobody know why. But Puff had an obsession with him for whatever reason it was.
Because he started wanting to act. He started wanting to rap.
Yeah.
Keith had an obsession so bad
You know, Puffy's like standing there in front of the mirror with a picture of Tupac going, just like in that Friday movie. Oh, Tupac, you so sexy.
Yeah,
You know what I
he
mean?
he definitely liked them for sure.
Yeah, he's dancing in his boxers with the Tupac songs and shit, talking about how sexy Tupac is. He wanted to bust
Well, he
those
tried
cheeks.
to become more hard and more gangster as his career went on. The P Diddy guy.
Yeah, yeah. He was. I mean, he didn't even. I mean, his career didn't really blow up until after Biggie died. Yeah, after these people were dead. Yep.
Yeah.
He probably had a crush on Tupac. You
He
know, he
probably
probably
did have a
gave
crush on-
Tupac some head one day. Who knows? Got him drugged up. Because you know how Diddy do. They said, Diddy, gonna turn you out. They said, if you hollering with Diddy, he gonna turn you out. He gonna lace you with them drugs. He gonna get in them panties. Them boxers, boxer briefs. He gonna get, and I do believe Diddy done tap.
Just stop.
What a nut. Funny lady.
That was fucking hilarious, man.
Oh,
He's
that's
gonna
what a
lace
character.
your shit up with drugs and get in them panties.
What a character.
Wow.
Well, imagine that's his thing now. Like, he is known forever as a fucking creep.
Yeah, people all in our chat were talking. I've been saying stuff like he probably put GHB and ecstasy and stuff like right in the baby oil and the lube. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put it past them.
Really? 'Cause how does that affect somebody though?
I
Getting
don't
their
know if it's. I
system?
don't. I'm obviously being sarcastic, but I don't. I mean, if it's possible that any of those drugs could be applied topically, I'm sure he would do it. You know, that's all I'm saying. Anything he thinks he could get away with, I'm sure he's doing. You know, he'll spike your
without a doubt.
espresso. He'll spike the fucking candy bars in the cabinet. He's gonna spike the steak that come off the grill.
He is
You know,
one of the most degenerate human beings that's been around, you know.
dude. Yeah. Even if like all this shit was legal, we'd still be screaming, "Throw this motherfucker in the ocean!"
Yeah, he's a
Like,
fucking.
we don't need this in our life. We don't need this walking around on Earth, bro. Influencing people to be the next generation of that.
Yeah.
No.
Tap that shit. He done did something.
Grammy speech. He used the same speech that Pac used.
Okay, we all know that the self-confessed Los Angeles gang kingpin Keffe D is currently the only person charged with the assassination of Tupac in September 1996. Well, that's changed because Diddy has been heavily implicated and was named 77 times in documents submitted by prosecutors in their opposition to Keffe's bail request. As a matter of fact, according to sources, the federal investigators who put Diddy behind bars have been sharing information with the Los Angeles prosecutors handling the Tupac trial to explore possible connections between Diddy and whatever happened to Tupac. An unnamed insider spilled that federal authorities have been gathering details from Las Vegas prosecutors and their associates regarding broader allegations and ties to illegal undertakings, organized crime operations, and people who had motive to unalive Tupac. Initially, sources had claimed that no one from the DA's office was going to say at this stage that Diddy is being considered as part of this case. The priority was to build as strong an argument as possible to convince a jury beyond doubt that Keffe was the caller, and they were confident that they had a significant raft of evidence to win that case. But now the tables have turned, and the feds are working together to connect the dots on how Diddy was involved. The sources said the federal investigators have their work centered around the modern-day activity of Diddy, but they know that Vegas has been collating information for the last couple of years on the Tupac case, as well as speaking to tens of witnesses. Truthfully, their work pulling together many agencies' files from the nearly 30 years about Keffe and his connection criminal elements is the most extensive probe of Tupac's unaliving and network ever. So federal agents smartly have not doubled up on the work, but have been made aware of what is happening. Also, a collaboration makes gaining access to federal documents easy too. The feds know who Metro...
Okay, so the teaming up of it makes it extra easy now for Nevada to go to the feds and go, hey, you were involved in all this shit right from jump, right when this guy ratted and started telling his story. You flew him to New York. You, right? That Nevada can say to the feds, you put a wire on Keffe D. You were there when he went to the club and talked to this guy that supposedly, you know, stole the money that was supposed to be paid from Diddy to kill Tupac. they can get all these documents now to use on their case. And if they can put it all together in just the right way and get it airtight, then they can bring Diddy in. You know, they're not going to do that until they can cross the T's and dot the I's, or it could blow up in their face. But
well, they already arrested him.
Yeah. No, they're trying to keep. I'm saying before they can bring Puff Daddy into the trial.
Oh, all right, in Keffe's trial.
Right. They're going to try Keffe D anyway. They think they've got him. They think they have enough evidence on him. But in order to bring Puffy into it, they're going to have to go through all these documents. They're going to have a lot of information that before they wouldn't have had access to. But now that they've paired up with the feds, now they can get that information. So
yeah, gotcha.
That makes it interesting.
Investigators have spoken to about the case and are aware of witnesses too. It's possible that they may already have something on Diddy, since retired head of the Los Angeles field office, Phil Carson, told the Daily Mail that he suspected Keffe D may have flipped on Diddy to save his own skin. He said, "It's not like the olden days of the where everybody has handcuffs on them. They'll sell out their own mom now. Keffe's arrested, and that's a game changer because they have something over him. And that's when he may start spilling his guts. He's an OG from out there. He's rubbed shoulders with a lot of the big shots. Every one of those guys has a story to tell about how the streets were run back then. So who's to say Keffe didn't start throwing stuff out there that he hasn't talked about before to potentially save his ass? That's not to say it's the reason federal law enforcement executed these warrants on Diddy's house, but it would be interesting to know what the evidence is and where the evidence came from that they put in these affidavits to get both these search warrants. It's got to be something of substance. Remember, Greg Kading, a retired LAPD detective who investigated Tupac's case in 2008-2000.
Oh my God.
These mushrooms make you feel better.
Nobody gives a fuck.
2009 previously revealed that Keffe D provided his nephew Anderson with the firearm that took Tupac out, who was in the car with them, and collectively they went out and intended to target Tupac. If you've seen the documentary by the detective, you probably know how he talked about how Diddy put a $1 million hit on both Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight following the highly publicized rap beef involving himself and Biggie, and how he hired Keffe D to carry out the hit. The documentary says that Tupac was taken out by Crips gang member Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, even though the original hit was supposed to be carried out by Keffe D. And as noted, plans were changed at the last minute after they unexpectedly pulled up on the wrong side of Tupac's vehicle, so Keffe's nephew carried out the hit instead. In the documentary, Keffe D also spilled that Biggie Smalls' then wife Faith Evans allegedly knew about Diddy's plot to take out Tupac. He actually claimed that he contacted Diddy and Faith to let them know that they were responsible for the death. The detective, however, clarified that Biggie did not play any part in getting rid of Tupac, despite their well-documented rap beef. He said that Biggie was not aware of Diddy's plans to eliminate both Pac and his manager Suge Knight, but Diddy definitely was. Later on, the detective was asked if he believed Keffe D, and he told the Daily News, "You get a very strong sense that he's speaking very genuinely and transparently."
He comes every single, even from the very first time I saw this Keffe D dude and I started listening to him talk, I believed him.
Yeah,
I believed him.
The stories I heard about what was it, the Puff Daddy and stuff, sounded believable to me.
Yeah, it all made perfect sense, man. The way he roped it all together, and he just knew things that you would never, right? Like cops always say, like, we leave certain things out when we tell the public stuff, right? So that when
he
we
knew
find
that
a person,
stuff.
They would know those things, right? And there's
That's
no
why
way
I
that they would know them.
Yeah, that's why I believed him, because he knew things that only somebody in the car could know.
Yeah, and the stuff leading up to it too. Yep.
What's up, Kevin B?
He just comes across as very, like, I don't like that he ratted. I don't like that he wore a wire. I despise all of those things. But as far as the story that he tells, it seems genuine, man. And he doesn't, and his story doesn't change. You could ask him the same question today that you asked him 10 years ago, and he's going to answer you exactly the fucking same without hesitation. Right? It's amazing, bro. And
yeah, maybe there's some of it that might be one lie in it or something, but
sure. There's
maybe exaggerates a little here and there, but most of it, they put the pieces of the puzzle together.
That's what I'm saying, right? The story itself, though, makes sense. You know, the things that he does know. Now, I would agree with you 100%.
How he knew the Puff Daddy guy and stuff. Like he was their protection out in Los Angeles. Like how would he know them? He had to know them, right? Right, like
it was all gang networking stuff. That Von Zip guy or whatever was in New York.
They also have pay slips that he paid him with, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I have to check some of that out too for sure.
What's up, B1? Yeah.
Yeah, Cuban Bees. He's already a rat. He might as well go full Gravano. He basically is, man. Yeah, I mean, as long as he doesn't start wearing a shirt with all the people that he killed on it.
Well, hey, he's an old guy too.
Yeah.
How old is that guy?
Oh, I don't know. I'll look it up here real quick in a side window. I'm gonna let this play for a second. I'll look that up for you.
Comes across as telling the story as someone who was there. The fluidity is very natural, but what really convinced us it was true was all the corroboration. He told us things that he couldn't have known unless he was actually a participant. For example, Keffe D knew there was a secondary shooting that night that investigators kept a secret. Well, Keffe D has also done enough and said enough.
He's 60 years old, bro. Yeah, he's 60 years old.
Yeah, so he's looking at anything as a death sentence. So he's definitely got on people.
Yeah, and somebody else said something. I think it was Cuban Bees. Let me scroll back here real quick. Somebody was talking about how it was somebody named Samsung Katt. I don't know who that is, but they said that they heard he has cancer. I heard the same thing, that Keffe D has cancer right now.
Really?
So he's probably just like out of fucks to give. Yeah.
Well, they probably want to get him in the Puff Daddy trial then, right?
I mean,
if there is a trial, which I don't believe there's going to be, but let's say there is.
Yeah.
They're going to want him in that trial for sure.
And that would make even more sense, right? So to your point, let's say that the cops, right, the fucking prosecution's thinking the same thing you're thinking, Skull Bro. Let's say that they're like, bro, this dude's going to plead or he's going to get clipped or he's going to clip himself, right? And so in that scenario, maybe it would be better knowing that trial is not going to happen for a year or that it's going to be 5, 6, 7 months before this guy can plead. Well, Keffe D trial might be coming up in 3 or 4 months. So maybe it might be in your best interest then to share everything that you have with Nevada, hopefully tie some things together, and then whether... then you could stick Puffy in fucking Keffe D's trial and possibly get him hemmed up in that shit, and that wouldn't even have anything to do with. He couldn't plead his way out of that.
Yeah, right? Well, it'll be interesting going forward to see what happens. It's interesting to everybody except them, Puff Daddy himself. But hey, you do those crimes, and this is what happens when you abuse people like that. Take advantage of people. What do you think? How do you think it was going to end, right? Like none of these people, none of these women and men you assaulted are going to eventually call the cops on you.
Right.
Come on, dude. Like how long can you get away with doing creepy shit like that?
Yep. It's pretty wild, bro.
He might not be a credible witness then. He might not be on the stand. Who knows? I'm sure the defense will try to pick him apart and pick his story apart and try to say he's doing it for money. I'm sure they'll cover every angle. Puff Daddy's lawyers have come out with all crazy shit already. Why
Daddy can refuse to testify in his own trial, but if he got subpoenaed into Keffe D's trial, he wouldn't be able. He'd have to sit on the stand. He could maybe plead the fifth over and over again, but he'd have to sit there.
It's all right.
He wouldn't be able to refuse to come, right? If they subpoenaed him and he's already being held in jail, they're gonna bring his ass. Right?
Yeah. All he could do is plead the fifth.
That's right. That's all he could do, and then that would be. And when you do that, it doesn't look good. You can do it.
No, it would look terrible on him.
But it would look bad, right, man? It would look really, really bad, and
especially on the biggest predator in the industry.
Yeah, and the whole world wants to hit you in the face.
Everybody, listen, every Biggie Smalls fan, Tupac fan, Cassie fucking fan, woman fan, any human fan, everybody wants this guy to never be able to do that again,
Man,
They should cut his prick off, honestly, but they won't do that.
Send him to Louisiana and get that chemical fucking castration.
Yeah, and like,
no
freak.
doubt. You want to do
But
any more of this?
Huh?
You want to do any more of this video? You good with this?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, what a sick bastard. Well, we'll see what happens. It will be interesting. Like I said, I'm gonna stick with. I don't think it goes to trial because they're not gonna want to have to deal with all their names getting talked about in court. All these big
I
wigs.
agree with you, but the only thing I see from his camp so far, and it's only been 2 weeks. That's true, but the only thing I see from Diddy's camp are statements like he can't wait to testify. We can't wait for this to go to trial. This is all bullshit, right? And then they give us these ridiculous excuses like the Costco down the street on why we have so much lube and stuff. But that's all they keep saying, man, is like, we can't wait for this to go to trial. He can't wait to testify. And then the lawyers that I've seen speak are like, when the reporters ask them, if you, your client, would you want them to get on the stand? And every single one of them has said, no, of course not. He can sit there and just shut up and let his lawyers do all of the talking. The moment he takes that stand, he has to start answering questions, to start talking.
Yeah.
And the silence, they're like,
that's
if
why
his plan, then it's bad plan.
It's a bad plan. They're never going to let Boy Bites up there. Here's why. Because Boy Bites, if he gets up there and starts talking, he's going to implicate all kinds of people. They're not going to want that. There's no way they're going to want that. So they're going to do whatever to keep Boy Bites, a.k.a. P. Diddy, off the stand and to take a plea. They're all praying he takes a plea. Because if he gets up on that stand and starts talking his little Finoicus stories, oh boy, and his predator stories, uh-oh.
Yeah, could you imagine? Dude, the court transcript should be the most degenerate thing you ever read in your whole life. And at this time, he's on the couch masturbating, like directing this, that, and the other thing. But well,
yeah, it'll be horrendous.
It's like, if he wasn't rich, would he be the guy that walks into the laundromat and jacks off in front of everybody because he's anxious?
Possibly. He could possibly be one of those characters.
Right. Half of this shit is stuff. We've said this from the top ever since we started hearing little things come out. We've been like trash on blast. Just that one little thing right there would have made our show. Like every little piece of these weird things this guy's done would have totally just been its own little section in Trash on Blast if anybody else would have done it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
He's a total degenerate creep.
Yeah. Unreal.
And right now, the people in the other cells, they must be plotting on killing him right now, right?
Oh, for sure.
How do we kill him?
Said straight up, guys. They know he's in danger. They've got him in the shoe, and he's on suicide watch, which means he doesn't have sheets, he doesn't have a pillowcase, he doesn't have fucking shoelaces, no belt. He's probably wearing a onesie. Really?
So it's really how do they get to him? But like Epstein, he was on 24-hour watch with somebody watching you also, right?
Yeah, with Epstein, the fucking cameras magically turned off and the door magically opened and everything. Yeah, so, bro, you're going to have... It's the only way you're going to be able to get to this guy is like if you're one of the people that feeds him, if you're one of the people that brings him the shower to his... Because they bring I guess the way I heard it was they literally bring a mobile shower in front of the door. They open the door and he can go in for a few minutes and wash in this mobile shower, and then he has to go back in his cell. So I think I said this to you before, which is it'd have to be one of those people. They'd have to poison his food, or they'd have to clip him in transit. Maybe somebody walks by, stabby, cut in the hallway when he's on his way out. Maybe they fucking, I think you said he's walking out of the van into the courthouse. Somebody fucking hired a sniper. Why not? You're talking about people that got hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, it's very possible.
So those are the ways I see this guy getting clipped. I don't think that they're going to clip him in his cell. And I said this before, which is the world already got served Epstein, and nobody believes that shit. Nobody believes. Everybody knows Epstein got clipped, and every fucking buddy knows why.
Yeah,
If they do it again, they're going to have to tear that building down.
Yeah, Dustin, you're right. If Boy Bites gets on the stand, he's not going to help himself at all.
Nope.
No meds for him, Carm. Phoebe Loman has a crystal ball. What? Phoebe Loman has a crystal ball? I bet you Phoebe knows everything about this case. More than we do. He has a crystal ball.
You got all those inside connections, man.
But yeah, he's probably fucking, who knows what's going on in his head right now, dude. Fear.
Definitely.
Regrets of doing his filth in public or with
and withdrawals. Remember, they found pink cocaine and ecstasy in his hotel room when they arrested him. What a fucking idiot.
Oh, yeah, okay, withdrawals also then.
Yeah, totally.
It's not a good time for the P. Didder.
No, not at all. Shitting yourself in your onesie? No good, man. No good. Can't get a shower till tomorrow.
Well, how does he think those women felt and those young boys he tortured?
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
When the doors were locked and they couldn't leave and you were giving them fluids to keep them awake. Yep.
Yeah.
Sick bastard. That's right, man. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, people like that, that's karma coming back.
100%. Yep. No matter what religion you are, no matter what belief system you belong to, you can call that as you would like, do unto others. Karma, what goes around, it's all real though, man. Everyone respects that rule in the world. You put out, you get back. You know, you get it back what you put out eventually. Yes, good things happen to bad people, bad things happen to good people. But at the end of the day, karma is real. Do unto others is real. It's real.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I believe that.
Oh, yeah. What you put out there, if you're good to people,
yep.
Someone will be good to you, you know,
That's
good
right.
to your family or friends.
Yep. And it
why you
might
try
not
to
be
look for
tomorrow,
things.
but it'll be when you need it, you know? It'll be a
Yeah.
time when you need it.
That's why when I see homeless people or I see always with the guys with the cups out, I'll always throw them a few bucks, right? $1 or $2 or $5 if I got 20. Well, rarely I throw them a 20. I ain't gonna lie. Very rarely I throw them a 20. Usually it's a $5 bill, a couple of ones,
Sure,
sometimes
what you got in your pocket.
10,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
But I have thrown the poor bastard something.
Yeah.
Or we used to bring them food. When Damien had his sausage stands, he used to put outside the strip clubs. At the end of the night, we used to bring the homeless people food. They loved it. We pulled up. Yeah, it was
awesome, man.
It was pretty cool.
I do the same things. I always have. And while we're on this subject and getting off the Diddy thing, let me share this with you too. And maybe you've seen these like little shorts of these videos. I just started seeing some of them this week, where like a person will go and they'll be like walking in the hallway of a fucking mall or walking down the main pathway of a mall. They, like they've lost their sandal and they're like looking around on the ground or they're feeling around on the ground for their sandal. Like 20 people will walk by that person. Like they're like, fuck you. And they don't help them. And then finally the one person that'll come and they'll help them. They'll go, oh, you're on camera. And they'll give them, somebody say, this is for being a good person. They'll give them flowers or whatever. Man, I saw so many of those videos this week while I was going through all these different shorts and stuff looking for this. And I've been sick. I was getting enraged at every dirty motherfucker that would just walk by these people that were like obviously visibly needing help. And no one would fucking help them with anything, bro. A woman that looked beat up walking to a bus stop, she looked all dirty like she was homeless, asking people to use their phone, and they're just looking at her like shit and turning their back. And I'm like, I will murder you.
You're gonna have some compassion.
Bro, I was
That's
screaming at the top of my lungs after like the third floor. I'm a fucking insane person.
Well, Jesus protected the prostitutes and stuff like that, and the downtrodden, and
Bro, I'm
people like that.
screaming at these people. You motherfucker! You don't give that woman your phone right now. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, dude? And then eventually the whole point
What's
of
up,
the video,
King
eventually
Dom?
somebody. Oh yeah, but I put his thing up there. What's up, King Dom? But yeah, eventually, like that one person would have compassion and help them, and they'd be like, "Oh, look, I'm good." And then instead of them having to ride the bus, like a really beautiful car would pull up, they'd give the person flowers for being cool and give them their phone, then drive them off. And I'm like, "That's what's up."
Yeah.
And I don't even normally like those kind of like hype and hook videos and shit, but some of these, this was real, bro. These fuckers were walking down the street. These were real people at bus stops, just cold shouldering people that needed help, or like,
Yeah, most
food,
people don't give a
use
shit.
a phone or blood or their fucking sandals. Dude, it's like, give that person their sandal. I will slap the fucking shit out. How many people walk by? A fucking blind stick. Hold my arm. You know what I mean? We're about to go whip somebody's fucking ass.
And most people really, don't give a shit. So when they have these
I
cameras
do.
there and they catch someone doing something good, that it restores a little faith in some humanity out there.
Yep. As fucking off and whacked out as I am, and talk shit about these people that, in my opinion, deserve to be talked shit about, I'm equally as passionate about stuff like that. I see somebody needs help, like, I will be there. And the entire 3 years I've been here, people have heard me say the same thing about, I consider everyone my brothers and sisters, man. Everyone knows that about Rat Trap. That's how I feel.
If I can with me, you're a good person. You help people. If I can, I will. If I can help, I will.
Yeah, pointing out helping a blind dude find his sandal, you see it. It's 6 inches from when they're reaching.
Yeah, that's no big deal, though.
Right. Somebody that's got a black eye and a busted lip, and they don't look like they don't have a dollar in their pocket. They're asking to use a phone to call their sister for help. It's like, yeah, here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No problem. I got you. It's like, it's not even somebody going, "Hey, my car broke down. I need $100," and they look like, I get that. But these are people that just need a little help, man. They need a little help. Some fucking lady, one of them was a pregnant lady trying to get down the stairs, holding a bag of shit that was obviously supposed to spill, and people are just bumping her out of the fucking way. I'm like, bro, I will knock every tooth, right? I was just getting crazy, man. Getting crazy. Like, how are people not slapping people around this woman? You need to carry her bag to wherever the fuck her car is. My wife would flip Skullbro if I did not help that woman. If I didn't offer to fucking carry that pregnant woman's bag down them steps, and maybe even like wherever her car is, my wife would walk right next to me. She would flip shit.
Oh yeah, she'd probably obviously want you to help.
Yeah, she'd be like, "Who the fuck did I marry over here? What are you, a fucking dick? What are you, a demon? What the fuck's wrong with you?"
Yeah, I know that many people that could like see some pregnant lady like struggling with something and not help her. It'd kind of be cruel. That's kind of cruel.
Yeah, bro. I was yelling at the screen like a psychopath.
Like, hey, pregnant lady, there you are trying to carry an air condition. Let's just watch, right? Like,
yeah, and literally bump her with your shoulder out of the way because she's in
Yeah,
your
that's-
way. Like, you motherfucker, you dirty.
yeah, that's just some real scumbag stuff right there.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so there's some of that stuff floating around on the interwebs for everyone's enjoyment. If you feel like checking it out, do some word searches on YouTube. You'll see what I'm talking about. And if it enrages you like it did me, then that's why we're friends.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff. But hey, listen, I'm with work and everything. I'm beat, man. I gotta go. I gotta call it a night.
Sounds good.
An early
It was a great
one.
show. It was always good talking to you, man.
Yeah, usually we go a lot longer, but with my work schedule, I've been just trashed.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I've been sick all week. I'm tired too. I'm just sitting here. I'm probably just gonna smoke a couple bowls and go.
Yeah, we had some interesting Diddy conversations and stuff on here.
Yeah, it was a
I
good
want to say
roast,
thanks
man.
to the chat. Come back, leave a comment or something. Make sure you hit the like button. And thanks for having me on. I'll see you next week over here for sure.
Yeah, man. I'll see you next week for another Skullbro show. Absolutely. If I don't see you before then, have a great week, my friend.
You too. God bless everybody in the chat.
Talk to you soon, man.
Buonanotte, everybody.
Buonanotte.
How do I leave this?
He figured it out. Took me a while to figure this fucking thing out too. All right, everybody. Yeah, like Emery was saying, definitely leave a comment. You know, let us know. Please, this show, of course, you know, we always do news, we always do trash on blast, and have like a subject we talk about. This entire show was just setting fucking fire to P. Diddy's Pool House. This was just a roast. Learn about everything that's going on, poke a little fun. But definitely leave a comment. Let us know what maybe you were most surprised about learning about the case. Maybe just share your opinions on the case. You know, let us know what you think is going on, what's going to happen. Maybe what you think about Keffe D stuff. Definitely hit the like, share if you can, if you've got a channel. But for sure, leave comments and hit the like. We always love talking to you. We try our best to comment back to everybody. And we hope you have a great week. We hope you have a great week. We'll see you again next Friday.